Friday Night Football greetings from Everett Field at the Palace in Benton. It's time for Benton Fighting Panther football. Tonight, the Class 6A West Conference champion Benton Panthers look to finish the regular season strong as they host the Van Buren Pointers. Boy, the last 2 weeks have been nothing short of absolutely thrilling. After a 1-point come-from-behind 41-40 win over the defending 6A state champion Greenwood Bulldogs 2 weeks ago, the Panthers went on the road last Friday and secured the conference championship with a 42-41 win at Lake Hamilton. The Benton Panthers have won 8 in a row and seek to finish the regular season with a perfect 7-0 run through the conference slate. The Pointers, meanwhile, have gone the other direction. Since opening the year 4-0, the Pointers have lost 5 in a row thanks to a host of injuries and a depleted roster. Though Van Buren is beat up, they no doubt have the memory of last year's shootout with Benton fresh in their mind, a game the Panthers won 60-53. So that sets the stage for tonight's game, the Benton Panthers and the Van Buren Pointers. I'm Jim Gardner, joined tonight by Dio Vanucci for the broadcast of Benton Fighting Panther football on 106.7 The Buzz 2 and live streaming courtesy of MM Productions. And Dio, it's senior night. And I know for both of us, your son being a senior, my daughter being a senior, this is a special group of kids to us personally.
Oh, yeah, because, well, we know a huge majority of them, and so this group has always been special to us. And, you know, just a big night, good football weather out there, nice and cold. It's feeling like playoffs time when it gets to be this kind of weather, and I'm super thankful to be up in the booth instead of down on the field with my cold feet ready to get to the car. So it's nice to be up here, and I'm hoping that after the last 2 weeks of watching the cardiac kids, give us an adrenaline rush, which were fantastic, phenomenal games to call, absolutely enjoyable, but. Hoping for a nice, smooth road to the, lead into the playoffs, and a sportsmanship rule by halftime would be great. So Pawpaw can get in bed by 9:30 tonight.
Been a long week.
Been a long week.
So let's go back to last week and that unbelievable win at Lake Hamilton, 42-41. Kane Simmons has made 311 tackles in his career. One of the seniors being honored tonight, and none bigger than a 2-point stop. That one tackle for loss last week to preserve the win. One that mattered.
Man, I watched. Somebody sent a video shot from the sidelines of that, and I could watch that video 100 times. I'm still trying to figure out what Lake Hamilton was thinking, trying to run to the outside instead of just giving that ball to the big boy up the middle and letting him pound it for 1.5 yards. Instead, they tried to run in Kane territory. Just not a smart move on their part.
Not a smart move, and now Kane's a hometown hero with that play he made to snuff out the 1.5-yard 2-point conversion try. Bo Ride had a great game, 15 tackles. Jake Jones with 12, Zane Manchek with 10. Those Panther linebackers, Dio, last week combining for 37 tackles. They did their job.
Well, they did do their job. That's especially against that style of offense. That's exactly what you want to see. That means your defensive front was doing their job, getting the blockers to take them on, freeing up our linebackers to do their job. So that's phenomenal.
Chris Bernard recovered a big onside kick in the first quarter that led to a 2-score lead for the Panthers, and then he had a 68-yard kickoff return. And when you look at the hidden yardage on the stat sheet from last week, the Panthers had 142 yards in kickoff returns. Lake Hamilton just 2. 140-yard advantage there.
That is one of those things. That's a hidden stat, but that's a big stat in a game that close. You can point to a lot of things as the difference maker, but that definitely contributed to the Benton victory.
Offensively, Strand Smith received a lot of recognition across the state this week. 22 of 28 passing for 322 yards and 3 touchdowns. And also with his feet, Dio, 8 carries, 84 yards, and every one of those was huge.
Yeah, as we've gotten further into the season and he's gotten more comfortable with this Panther offense, Coach Ray has, I think, A, called his number a couple more times, but B, Strand realizes now when it's time to tuck the ball and go, and it's made a huge difference. That's what we've always said. The past several years, Garrett Brown was a great quarterback. Kason Mertens was a great quarterback. Not really great running quarterbacks, either one of them. They could do a little bit when they had to. Strand takes that to the next level and is able to turn a nothing play into a first down, and that means something.
And the Panther coaching staff kind of kept that in their back pocket until the last 2 weeks when they really needed Strand to pick up some yardage on the ground. Cam Harris passed the 1,000-yard receiving mark last week. 7 catches, 145 yards, and a touchdown receiving. He has 11 on the year, 2 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown. Dio, he's run the football 4 times. He scored 2 touchdowns.
That's a pretty good ratio.
Exactly.
Casey Johnson better watch out now. No, I don't think Casey has anything to worry about. Cam being out there, he's just a mismatch for almost anybody on defense. So when you put him out there, put him in the backfield, doesn't really matter where, Coach Harris is going to find a way to get Cam Harris the ball.
And student body right has worked for 2 scores this year with Cam back there. Kind of Benton's version of Traylon Burks, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
So last week in the 6A West, the Panthers had that thrilling win over Lake Hamilton. Greenwood shut out this Van Buren team we'll see tonight 42-0. Russellville with an impressive win over Mountain Home last week 42-7. And really surprised how close Siloam Springs kept it with Parkview. The Patriots with just a 2-point 26-24 win last week.
Yeah, that's kind of that's the one on that sheet that kind of surprises me is to see Siloam Springs 0-6 on the year, 0-5 going into that game, playing that tight with Parkview. I mean, Siloam Springs, I don't know that they were better than I thought they were. They were probably a little bit better than years past, but this conference is so strong from top to bottom. I mean, any given Friday, I guess.
And this given Friday, the schedule shows Van Buren here at Benton. The game of the night in the conference, Lake Hamilton at Greenwood tonight. And we're going to have that one up streaming here so we can keep an eye on that. Boy, we've seen those 2 teams the last 2 weeks, Dio, and that should be just a dogfight there at Smith Robinson and Greenwood.
Yeah. I always feel sorry for us because of that gauntlet that we run with, Parkview, Greenwood, Lake Hamilton all back to back. But Lake Hamilton having to face Benton and then turn around and go up against Greenwood, that's no easy task either. So that's going to be a big game. Lake Hamilton making the trip there, that always adds a little bit of a level of difficulty because Greenwood, no matter how up or down they are, they always play tough at home.
And that the house is packed up there tonight. They always fill the stands. Parkview's at Mountain Home tonight. We'll see if Parkview kind of gets their footing back after a close win at Siloam last week. Russellville is at Siloam Springs tonight. Now let's break down the playoff picture as it stands right now, and this is certainly subject to change in several spots tonight. The West #1 seed is your Benton Panthers. That is sealed. What's at stake tonight is an outright conference championship, but Benton will be the #1 seed. Lake Hamilton Greenwood is going to impact the 2 through 4 seeds. Parkview right now is slotted at 3, but that could change depending on the outcome of Lake Hamilton Greenwood. So we'll continue to unpack that as the night goes on. Russellville's the 5 seed, Mountain Home the 6 seed. Now the East is set. They played their games last night. Jonesboro, despite losing to Marion last night, is the 1 seed. El Dorado is the 2 seed. Those 2 teams share the conference championship, but Jonesboro defeated El Dorado back in week 4, so they Hurricane are the 1 seed. Sylvan Hills will be the 3. Marion is the 4. Searcy is the 5th seed, and West Memphis is the 6th seed. So if you're thinking about where do the Panthers stand 2 weeks from tonight with the bye week, likely will play right here at home the winner of Marion and Russellville next Friday.
Well, it's always good to have home for the playoffs. This is the time of year, and Benton's peaking at the right time. They've steadily gotten better, it seems like, every game. So getting a home game against one of those guys. But I am curious, as we were talking about before we went on air, the result of that Greenwood-Lake Hamilton game is going to really flesh out, whose side of the bracket we're going to see. I mean, are we going to get Parkview or are we going to get Lake Hamilton possibly? In I guess that'd be week 3 of the playoffs because we get the bye week. So interesting to see how all that shakes out. Exciting time of year.
Yeah, we're looking ahead. We hope the Panthers aren't, though, because what is at stake tonight is an outright conference championship, and Benton needs to take care of business right here tonight on senior night. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back on the Everett Buick GMC Panther pregame show, you'll hear from head coach Brad Harris. This is Benton Fighting Panther football on the Benton Football Network.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting you to come see us at Everett Buick GMC and discover the Everett difference. But what is that difference? It's outstanding customer service, the largest Buick GMC inventory in Arkansas, a state-of-the-art facility, and an outstanding team of professionals who put your needs first. From sales to service to financing, the difference shows in everything we do every day. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
Family and community go hand in hand. That's why ACDI proudly calls downtown Benton our home and why we are excited to be a part of this community. Hi, I'm Josh Lane, the team captain at ACDI. My teammates understand the importance of serving in the community, and at ACDI, we'll always make that a priority. We are proud sponsors of the Benton Panther football team and thankful to share our family with this great hometown. Go Panthers!
Allied Glass is a full-service glass shop located in historic downtown Benton. Allied Glass is a third-generation business and family-owned and operated since 1967. Mirrors, shower doors, commercial storefronts, tabletops, screens, plexiglass, and much more. For all your glass needs, call Allied Glass at 501-778-6244, located at 115 East Sevier in downtown Benton.
Any lasting structure begins with a good blueprint, and every good blueprint must be designed specifically for the people it serves. The Benton Event Center, Riverside Park, and the new Boys and Girls Club, all designed by the professional architects at Black, Corley, Owens, and Hughes. They understand the Benton community and are a major part of our economic success. Proud sponsors of Benton Panther football and valued partners for our community.
Coach Harris rejoins us. And Coach, you said last week we only hang banners for championships.
Right.
So you're going to get to hang a banner, a number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the playoffs, but you still got a regular season game to play this Friday against Van Buren.
We do. We've got to be able to finish the season is what we need to be able to do. Very proud of what we've accomplished up to this point, but as Kane said, I love to celebrate for a little bit of time, but I'm always the guy that's going to move to the next game, and I don't know if you say that I'm never content with it or whatever, but I keep the long-term goal in mind, and I know our long-term goal after winning the conference championship is to be able to play for a state championship, and if we harp on Lake Hamilton too long, Van Buren's able to beat us. You don't want to harp on a loss too long, you don't want to harp on a win too long either. So we love the moment that we had and the memory, but it needs to be short-lived until we finish the deal this week against a Van Buren team that they started the year 4-0, and they've had some tough injury problems, and they've lost a lot. It kind of reminds me of the 2017 team we had with so many injuries that year. We were fortunate enough to get into the second round of the playoffs, but they've had a tough time. They've lost 5 in a row, and now they got to come 3 hours to play us, and we're playing really well. So, but my message today was to finish. We want to be undefeated at home. We want to finish conference undefeated. 2014 team that won conference, finished conference undefeated. 2019, and we want to be the 2021 team that wins the conference undefeated and makes an appearance in the state championship game.
So last year's game was a crazy one, 60-53,
right.
1,248 yards of total offense between the two teams. The game didn't get over till about 10:30. It was one of the longest games that I've ever witnessed at the high school level. What do you remember most about that crazy game last year?
Exactly what you're saying. I'm thinking, Lord, can we keep scoring, or can we get one stop at some point? And, they were really talented last year. They had a quarterback that signed a Division I scholarship. They got a couple of receivers that went and played, and they've got their probably one of their best ones back from this year. But they didn't play real good defense, but they had a lot of weapons on offense. Very similar to what our offense looks like this year. Had a really good quarterback with some weapons at offense, and it was tough to stop them. But it was a score fest, and you hate to get into games like that sometimes. But last year we never felt like we couldn't score on them. So it was just basically who gets the ball last. We was fortunate to get it last and won a huge ball game that. Got us at 6-4 on the year and the third seed in the conference,
Yeah, one of those players, though, is back, Malachi Henry. His dad is the defensive coordinator there. And because of their injuries, they're using him at quarterback, running back, receiver. He's a little bit of a mismatch issue because you don't really know where he's going to be.
Yeah, he's kind of like a slash, like they had it for the Steelers there for a couple of years ago. He's best at receiver, I think. But the last several weeks they played him at quarterback and running back, and they're getting into a lot of oversets, heavy, unbalanced type stuff, trying to gain a number just to give him a crease. And that's all it takes for somebody like him. He's very athletic. We talked to our defense about him today, is IDing him wherever he's at, whether it's at quarterback or receiver, or he's in the slot. Sometimes he's out wide. So they do a good job of moving him around and trying to get the football to him. And the best way they do it is to direct snap to him. They've struggled running the football this year. Offensive line maybe is not quite as good as it was last year for them. That may be because of some injuries. I'm not really for sure. I hadn't looked back at their O-line depth from the year, but they were throwing the football really well early in the year when they had their quarterback healthy and Henry outside and a couple of other receivers. So, a dangerous athlete that we're going to have to stop again this week. But I like our chances. I like the way our defense plays against spread teams, and I really like how our offense is playing right now. I don't feel like they can stop us on a good night.
And defensively, they look a lot like Benton in the way they align.
Very much so. They're a 3-3 team, and they're a little bit more chaotic than what we are at times. They may have 6 guys standing on the line of scrimmage multiple times. They like to play some man coverage a lot. They'll play some kids both ways that are having to run as a DB and a receiver. Probably, like I said, they play a little bit more press man than what we do, but very similar styles. They like to be very aggressive. They like to pressure the quarterback, try to cause chaos on an offensive line, things like that. And, if you're good at it, you cause the offense a lot of problems, that's not used to that. But here's the deal. Our offensive guys see that all the time. They practice against that, and I feel like, we do a really good job of preparing them for teams like that. So we're gonna fare all right this week.
And it's senior night.
It is.
And a class that as sophomores won a conference championship. Now as seniors have won a conference championship as well. Just a word about your senior class.
Well, it's big. These guys are going to get to be a part of 2 conference championships. That hasn't happened since I've been at Benton, so they'll be the first class to win two conference championships. So very proud of that. They've been a big part of that. A lot of these guys played as sophomores on that conference championship team and state runner-up team. Kane mentioned a minute ago his special moments. I'll always remember the interception that he returns for a touchdown as a sophomore that ends up getting called back. But we've had some great memories with these guys, and they've done a tremendous job of leading this year. And I told them today that that they've done a great job of just being seniors and doing the right thing for us, because sometimes all seniors don't always do that. They feel like they're the senior. They can do what they want to do regardless of what coach says or other teammates say. But these guys have been really coachable this year, have matured a ton since last year. I could go into every one of these guys, but these guys have really matured a lot since last year. And I don't know if it was the way our season ended for them to want to come back and prove something this year or what, but they've done a great job for us. It's the smallest class that we've had at Benton since I've been here, but strong on the field. So just really excited to see how they finish this year. Sad to see them play, their last senior night, but I know that they're going to finish strong. And I told them today we got 3 more home games, and that's the mentality.
Good luck Friday.
Appreciate it,
Coach.
Yes, we've got Bear on the line with a question for Trey. Bear, what's your question?
Hey, Randy, this is Bear, first-time listener, long-time caller. I wanted to ask Trey about Sanders Ground Essentials. I know they're real five-star guys wanted by everybody. I heard they have an excellent weed control and fertilization program, and they do customized plans based on annual soil results for all their customers. I just want to know what you guys have heard. I'm going to hang up and listen now.
Bear, you should call them at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
Congo Fireplace and Patio has been Benton's go-to place for all your hearth needs since 1920. Stop by now and see over 20 live burning displays. With the South's largest selection of gas logs, gas inserts, and wood-burning stoves, Congo has what you need to heat your home this winter. Get any accessory you need for your fireplace and stove in one place. Plus, see the largest selection of pellet stoves. With over 90 years of combined sales and service, there's no other place to shop.
Hamilton Family Dentistry, dental care that grows with you. We're family owned and are ready to provide dental care for your family. From your newborn baby to your great-grandparents, we see them all. Give us a call at 653-2422 or come visit us at 2422 Spring Hill Road.
Merchants and Farmers Bank is built around hard work and dedication, offering the big bank products but small bank friendly. Building relationships, one customer at a time. We invite you to be next. Stop in today at the corner of Spring Hill and Highway 5 in Bryant, or our newest branch opening soon in downtown Benton, where you'll find that your experience here matters. Visit us online at mfbanknet.com or find us on Facebook. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Jim Landers broadcast booth at Everett Field. This is the Everett Buick GMC Panther pregame show tonight as we get you ready for Benton and Van Buren. It's the third time that these two schools have played. Each team has won once. In 2010, in the playoffs, Van Buren defeated Benton 41-14. And last year in Week 10, in what turned out to be the season finale for the Panthers, Dio, I remember getting home from the remote broadcast booth at about midnight. That was the longest high school football game ever. Benton won it 60-53.
And it was an absolute shootout. I mean, it was a really fun game because it was just back and forth. And I mean, it was a track meet is what that game was.
1,242 yards of total offense. So hopefully we don't see anything akin to that tonight. But as you break it down, the Benton offense against the Van Buren defense, it's a Van Buren defense that's been porous against the run, gives up 200 a game rushing. But, boy, the Panthers have been so prolific through the air this year.
Yeah, well, really, you know, the Panthers have been really balanced. You know, sometimes we've looked at it and we've kind of complained when we've seen them get to towards the red zone and they run it 4 times straight. We're like, throw the ball. But, you know, the Panthers can kind of pick and choose what they want to do tonight, I think. You know, they'll be able to run or pass.
And when you look at the other side of the football, it's a Van Buren offense that averages less than 100 a game on the ground, just 94 yards rushing. And a very high-powered passing game has been shut down due to the injury of their quarterback in Week 5. So it's an offense that's kind of looking to find itself, and a Benton defense that's given up some points the last 2 weeks, but when they needed a stop in the fourth quarter against Greenwood and in the fourth quarter against Lake Hamilton, they've gotten it.
Yeah, they came up big. And you know, really the Panther defense has struggled against the run some this year. That's really one of the, you know, the weaker areas of our defense. You know, Lake Hamilton was getting big yards, 7, 8, 11-yard chunks, it seemed like, when they were on the ground. Now, we were very bend, don't break there several series, and were able to stop Lake Hamilton. But it's a really good matchup for us. The Pointers aren't that great on the ground, and what they have been able to do through the air, that's kind of the strength of our defense, with our secondary really playing lights out, and our defensive line and linebackers able to get pressure on most of the quarterbacks. You know, good matchup for the Panthers tonight.
This week in Benton Panther sports, the cross-country teams ran today in the 5A state meet. No champions there, but congratulations to the cross-country as they conclude their season. The volleyball team played in the state championship game last Saturday in Hot Springs and finished state runner-up to Little Rock Christian. They lost in 5 sets, and boy, it was a heartbreaking loss for Coach Shoup and the ladies, but they had an outstanding season, finished the year at 28-5. In junior high football, their season came to a close on Tuesday. The 8th grade defeated Bryant Blue 20-0, and the freshmen lost 12-7, but both teams finished the year 9-1. That's 18-2 combined for the junior high football teams this year. How about the 6th grade PDFL Panthers? Conference champions last night with a win over Hot Springs. And I know, Dio, the 4th grade played in the championship, came up on the short end, but I know it makes you very, very proud for that 6th grade team to win a championship.
Well, the PDFL has had a team win the championship at least one year, or at least one championship out of every season that we've played. Since this group of seniors, well, really since they were, in the 8th grade, because we started this program when they were 7th graders and then opened it up to 4th, 5th, and 6th grade the next year after that. And we have not had a team, we've always had a team win at least one championship out of the 3 grades. So good success there.
Basketball gets started tomorrow. The AAA benefit game is at 1 o'clock at Arkadelphia. Their home opener will be Tuesday at 6 o'clock in the Benton Arena as they host Eastham. Dexter Hendricks will be our halftime guest tonight to give us a preview of Benton Panther basketball this year. Last week in Saline County, Bryant defeated North Little Rock 24-12. Arkadelphia defeated Bryant 49-22. Fountain Lake slipped by Harmony Grove 28-21, and Glen Rose shut out Horatio 42-0. Tonight in Saline County, boy, all eyes are on Conway. Bryant is at Conway tonight in the game of the year in 7A.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a big game. I kind of wish we had another monitor. We could get that game going.
I think Matt's going to feed us in our ear updates throughout. So Bauxites at Nashville tonight. Joe T. Robinson ended Harmony Grove season last night, 56-19. And Glen Rose is at Prescott for another conference championship. That's another big one.
That ought to be a good game. The Curly Wolves facing the Beavers. That's that's a good matchup for that classification.
All right, time for our picks to click. The crew tonight is going with Strand Smith and Kane Simmons. Freddie has taken the offensive line, specifically Christian Evans and Eli Krebs, a couple of seniors on senior night on that offensive line, and senior Andrew Armstrong getting the start at Spur tonight. Dio, your picks.
I think I've picked Cam Harris and Bo Wright about 7 out of 10 games, but I'm going to go with them again. Two seniors that have contributed a ton to the program this year. So expecting them both to have big nights again tonight.
And how about a couple of keys to victory?
Well, on offense, stay dialed in. I mean, our offense has been dialed in. Strand Smith last week having a huge week. Cam Harris seems like every week has a big week. They just need to stay dialed in and take care of business. And on defense, don't let these guys get you on your heels. Just play downhill. When we play downhill on defense, we tend to succeed.
Here come the Benton Fighting Panthers onto the Everett Field turf. Through the tunnel, let out by the cheerleaders, through the smoke provided by Independent Fire Extinguisher Sales and Service, located at 515 Bird Street in Benton. Their phone number is 778-4197. Panthers in maroon helmets, maroon pants, and those gray tops tonight.
I was about to make a comment that, right there for the viewers on the live stream, they can read those numbers clearly from that camera angle. But for us up here in the booth, not so simple when the players are out in the middle of the field.
And the best news to all broadcasters is this: the Panthers will have new home uniforms next year. They will be maroon with white numbers.
Fantastic.
Van Buren is just now coming out of their locker room, a little tardy in their arrival here onto the Panther Field turf tonight. Appreciate so much Everett Buick GMC for sponsoring the Panther pregame show all year long. Van Buren did win the toss, and they will receive, and they will defend the south end zone. Benton will kick from the north end, and the Panthers will move left to right here in the first quarter. It's 50 degrees. The wind is calm, and we are heading down to a temperature around 43 degrees by the end of the ball game tonight. Do want to send a special hello to Benji White, maybe our most loyal fan. He is not on the banks of the Ouachita River tonight. He's actually in Benton.
Well, and I talked to his wife at the junior high game, and she said that Benji was just pacing up while watching the broadcast last week against Lake Hamilton. He was pacing, couldn't sit still, couldn't. So he's still got that coach in him. He can't help it.
Coach's fire still burning
Absolutely.
in there. So I think Benji's got Dr. Dixon's brother over watching with him tonight, and others. So hope y'all have a good time, and always appreciate as Matt punches up the Bryant Conway feed on our monitor up here in the press box. So we got Greenwood, Lake Hamilton on one side, Bryant Conway on another, and Benton and Van Buren in front of us. Here come the Pointers onto the field. The Pointers dressed in white tops, white pants, green numerals, black helmets with an interlocking VB for Van Buren decals on the helmets. And Dio, I will tell you, I'm so glad they're not in their home black.
Oh my gosh, that was
jersey
even
tops.
That's even worse than our gray jerseys, our anthracite, excuse me. Those black jerseys with the green outline around black numbers, that was impossible.
So the Panthers will kick off. Van Buren is going to have the ball to open the ball game, and a senior, Dylan Bosley, is going to kick off for the Panthers. Malachi Henry back deep for Van Buren. We're going to call his name a lot tonight. He is Van Buren's go-to guys. The kick is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. That's Thurman Cooley on the return, and he is going to return it to the 24-yard line, and that's where Van Buren will put it in play. First down. Starting on defense tonight for your Benton Panthers, the front three are Hunter Goodwin, Chase Harding, and Peyton McNeely. The middle three linebackers, Zane Manchak, Jake Jones, and Bo Wright. The spur is Andrew Armstrong. The secondary cornerbacks, Jaden Collinette and Jack Woolbride. The bandit is Kane Simmons. And tonight at free safety, in place of injured Chris Bernard, it's Patrick Shipp getting the start. First down and 10, Van Buren from their own 24-yard line. As quarterback Clark Seeger rolls out, throws it underneath to Kai Henry. Henry up the Benton sideline. He picks up good yardage to the 37. 13 yards on first down, and that'll move the chains.
Well, and you see, I mean, they've through injuries, they've come to rely really heavily on Kai Henry and, as well as Connor Brady, who plays, has played wide receiver, but we'll see him some at quarterback tonight as well.
Henry has over 1,000 yards receiving coming into the ball game on 52 catches. On first down, Seeger throws that ball, almost picked off by Bo Wright at the 45-yard line. Couldn't hold on to it, and the senior had a whole lot of green and a whole lot of glory in front of him if he held on to that one.
Well, his mustache got in the way. The wind blew on it wrong. Now, come on, Bo. I picked you for my pick to click. When it hits you in the hands, you're supposed to catch it. That's why he's on defense, though.
Clark Seeger is the Van Buren quarterback. He is their third quarterback to start a game this year due to injuries. He's a 6-foot, 150-pound sophomore. It's second down and 10, Van Buren from their own 38-yard line. Seeger in the shotgun, going to hand it off. And a good strong run over the 40 to the 42-yard line. Carrying the football that time for Van Buren was Jacob Gavelis. It's listed as a tight end. He carried the football. It's third down and 6 for Van Buren at the Pointer 42.
The big worry that you always have in a game like this after the last 2 weeks is, coming in, you're looking at your opponent's record. You're thinking they're going to be easy, but you can't take you have to take everybody seriously at this point in the season.
Ball on the near hash. Seeger has one man in the backfield, takes a shotgun snap, throws it out, and Dominic Galvin, the running back, couldn't hold on to it at the 33. It's incomplete, and Van Buren will punt it away on fourth down and 6. Greenwood is following the Benton script, Dio. 7-0 Greenwood. They take the opening kickoff and score in less than a minute and a half.
Wow. I don't know, but that last pass, did that not look like a lateral? That really looked like a lateral to me.
So they ruled it a forward pass.
They did rule it that.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dio. It did look very close. Ruled incomplete, so Chasen Henderson will punt it away for Van Buren, Andre Lane, and Kane Simmons back to return for the Panthers as Henderson puts a foot into it. It's a low line drive kick that takes a bounce for Van Buren over the 30-25 down to the 23-yard line. Earlier this week, the General Don Campbell passed away. And for those of you watching the live stream, you can see a man known as much by a play as by a name, 27 Trap.
Yep.
And I want you to watch as Benton, in honor of the General, Coach Don Campbell, going to line up in the Diamond T formation and going to run Coach Campbell's favorite play. Coach Harris and Coach Campbell's son, Chris Campbell, were teammates at Henderson State. Coach Harris with a great amount of respect for Coach Campbell, and I know you do as well, Dio, from your Sheridan ties.
Yeah, growing up in Sheridan, he was the coach there through the 80s and I guess right up until about the 90s. Left right before I got to high school.
Two tight end, full house backfield, 27 Trap, give to Casey Johnson, and Casey's going to have a first down and more to the 29-yard line, and 27 Trap results in a 16-yard gain.
Well, and I'll tell you right now, our pulling guard didn't pull or didn't get there quick enough, but the only thing missing from that play was the pulling guard to kick that end out, and Casey would have been to the end zone.
You've run that play a million times. Strand Smith back to the conventional offense, throws, and the catch is made at the 44-yard line, and that's going to be a first down for the Panthers as Donovan Pearson made the catch, moved the chains, first down on a gain of 15.
Yeah, right now his number, because it's scrunched up, looks like a backwards C.
Panthers on the move, started at the 19 all the way up to the 44 as Johnson motions out of the backfield. Strand sets up the screen. Catch is made by Drake Womack, and that's only going to go for 2 yards, and it'll be second down and 8. Second down and 8. Coach Nethery just popped in. He wants to see 27 Trap again.
And we didn't even block it well, Coach. We didn't even. Our guard didn't even make the pull block.
Second down and 8. It's a give to Casey Johnson running left, and Casey's over midfield into Van Buren territory. Well, they're going to mark him at the 50, and that's going to leave Benton with a 3rd and 4.
You know, that it wouldn't really be a bad idea to kind of have a set of some plays in an unconventional formation that you don't play very often to be able to break out in the playoffs in a necessary situation or something. Anyway, seemed to work there.
On 3rd down, Strand Smith looks. He's going to pull and keep, and he is going to be corralled by about 8 pointers. First one to get a paw on him was Owen Lee. A loss back to the 45, and it's 4th down and 9 for Benton. And we're so accustomed to Benton scoring on that opening drive of the ball game, Dio. Unfamiliar territory here on 4th and 9.
Yeah, I think Coach Harris is going to try to get him to give him 5 yards before he makes his final decision. Nope, he's going to just go.
It's going to be a swing pass to Casey. Casey's got the first down as they ran the swing pass to the short side of the field, and it's first down Panthers to the Van Buren 41.
Yeah, Coach Ray saw that the defense was lined up in a really favorable lineup, had really no help to the outside up close to the line of scrimmage. Easy play for the 4th down conversion.
Reps left are going to throw it underneath, and it's incomplete, intended for Casey Johnson. Couldn't hold on to it at the 36. 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Opening possession for the Panthers after the defense stopped Van Buren. We're scoreless. Benton has its 2nd and 10 at the Van Buren 41.
You know, it may just be because of the opponent this week or the whatever, but it just doesn't seem like our offense is getting into that rhythm that we usually see them get into, even after some good plays.
Going to throw it short this time. Catch made. Casey Johnson, he's around the end, and he's going to step out of bounds all the way down to the Van Buren 23-yard line, a gain of 18 and a Benton first down.
Well, right when I say that, then we have a big play. But now we need to get up to the line of scrimmage and go. That's what seems to benefit our offense the most is when we, jump up and have another play ready to roll.
First down and 10, Benton at the Van Buren Pointer 23-yard line. 2 men in the backfield. Now they motion a man. Going to swing it out to him, Donovan Pearson, looking for blockers, and he's not going to be able to get to the edge as Kai Henry, who does it on offense, does it on defense that time with his 26th tackle of the season.
Yeah, Kai Henry's an athlete. You can tell from that kind of tackle because it's not easy to bring down Donovan Pearson as a solo tackler.
Yeah, and it's a loss of 1, so 2nd and 11, Benton at the Pointer 24-yard line. Pointer show blitz. Strand Smith throws under pressure, and I believe his arm got knocked, Dio. Certainly caused the football to fall well short of the receiver.
The only thing I can say is that, and I don't blame Strand for this, but that just makes me realize that duck season is coming up soon, because that was a wounded duck flying through the air, and his arm did get hit as he came forward trying to complete that pass.
You were watching Brian Merton's duck videos here in the press box before we got going.
I'll admit I was.
So 3rd down and 11, trips to the left, motion Brandon Johnson that way. Pressure comes from Van Buren, and the tunnel screen goes incomplete. Van Buren's getting good pressure on Strand in the early going.
Really some of the best pressure we've seen outside of the Salt Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, consistent pressure on this first drive. They've done a really good job of picking up our blocking schemes and getting to the quarterback.
4th down and 11, Panthers at the Van Buren 24. Benton has converted 1 4th down on this drive. They're going again with 7:38 in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Strand Smith with Casey Johnson set to his right. Takes the shotgun snap. Good protection this time. He's looking for a receiver. Now scrambles, throws on the run, and he throws it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So credit Van Buren as they hold on 4th down, and the Pointers will take over, and we will leave it right here, Dio. Man, we're just so used to those opening drive touchdowns for the Panthers, and the Panthers come up empty tonight.
Well, and it seems like I think maybe Coach Ray is taking some, he's calling some different plays. That's not the normal – that's not his normal play call routine. He's doing it very differently. We're seeing, 2 running backs in the backfield. We haven't seen much of that. So I think he's showing some different stuff, maybe just to get it on film to get these teams to have to prep for extra stuff during the playoffs.
Van Buren takes over at their own 24. They give it off to Gavelis. And Gavelis, running to the center of the field, is going to be stopped at the 27-yard line by Bo Wright. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Van Buren.
Well, last year we had the barn burner, 60-53, and so far this this game's been a defensive battle back and forth.
Pointers send receivers to each side. Tight end is to the right, H-back to the right. Now they motion the H-back to the near side. 1 back in the backfield. Gets the carry. Dominic Galvin running near side. And Bo Wright comes up and drops him for a loss back at the 23, and it'll be 3rd and 11.
Well, that was a great tackle by Bo Wright. Knifing in there and getting his hands on the running back and tackling at the thigh level. That's exactly what you want to see.
Conway has taken a 7-0 lead on Bryant in the first quarter in that showdown for the 7A Central Conference Championship. Greenwood still leads Lake Hamilton 7-0 in the first quarter at Greenwood. 3rd down and 11 for Van Buren. 1 back in the backfield, trip receivers to the wide side of the field, single receiver to the short side. Seeger drops back, pressured out of the pocket, and he is going to be hit and upended at the 25. He's going to go for a gain of 1, but in there to finish off the tackle, Chase Harding, the sophomore nose man.
We're talking about that, Conway Bryant, big game there. Lake Hamilton, Benton. It's kind of nice to be talking about Central Arkansas football again. For a while there, it seemed like all the teams were Northwest Arkansas. Now, Greenwood's still in the mix, but, nothing like they used to be. So glad to see some football power coming out of Central Arkansas again.
Chasen Henderson on to punt for Van Buren. Simmons and Lane back to return. And here comes the Panther pressure. Henderson tucks and runs, and he is going to pick up the first down at the 35-yard line. I'm not sure that was a design fake, Dio. He improvised and got 11 yards.
Well, we saw Bo Wright do it 2 weeks ago against Greenwood, but the pressure actually came really good pressure right there. Just the Red Sea parted, and he went through it.
Andrew Armstrong made the tackle for the Panthers, but that is a very unconventional first down for Van Buren at the 35-yard line with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Brad Harris, you could see him on the live stream right there, very aggravated.
Now I can read lips. He said, "Wake up." That is exactly what he said.
Direct snap to Kai Henry, and he is going to be dropped for a loss by Andrew Armstrong. Freddie's picked a click coming up big on the last two plays.
Andrew played that exactly like he was supposed to, kept his outside arm free, took on the blocker with his inside shoulder. That's exactly how you're supposed to play that, and he did it textbook.
And wrapped him up. For a loss of 5 back to the 30. It's second down and 15 for Van Buren as they break the huddle. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers to the wide side, single receiver to the short side. Kai Henry is the quarterback. He takes a snap, rolls to his right, throws on the run, catch along the Van Buren sideline, and it is going to go for a gain of 17 and a first down. As making the catch for Van Buren was Logan Fowler.
Well, just got a text from our long-lost sideline reporter. Rob Pepper is watching live from Stuttgart. Speaking of Ducks, left us hanging out here. Nobody down there walking the main streets of Dallas to broadcast for us, but hope he had a good goose hunt this morning.
First down, Van Buren, as they give it off to Gavelis. And Gavelis is over midfield into Benton territory with 3:14 to go in a scoreless first quarter. It's second down and 6 for Van Buren after the 4-yard gain by Jacob Gavelis. Ball at the Benton 49-yard line. Van Buren has it in Benton Panther territory. Kai Henry is the quarterback. He has Gavelis set to his left in the sidecar. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. It's a draw to Gavelis, and not fooled on the outside that time. Kane Simmons up to make the tackle at the 47. It's going to leave Van Buren with a third down and 4 at the Benton 47-yard line.
Well, we've called Gavelis' name a lot this series. I guess they're trying him out.
Yeah, tied in most of the year. They got him at running back tonight.
Kid.
6'2", 185-pound sophomore. Third down and 4 for Van Buren. Gavelis gets it again running right. He's got the first down to the Benton 40-yard line. And I've got a feeling the blood pressure of Brad Harris is rising right now, Dio.
Oh, you can see by his stance he is not a happy head coach right now. If the second quarter goes anything like the first quarter, halftime is not going to be a pleasant experience.
First down and 10, Van Buren at the Benton 40-yard line. Gavelis on the carry, and he is going to pick up 3 very difficult yards in the center of the line. Jake Jones, Zane Manchek leading the charge for the Panther defense. Going to bring Walker Davis in at nose man. 6'4", 275-pound junior, and try to close the center of that lineup with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. As Van Buren breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 7 at the Benton 37-yard line. They're going to set the power of the formation to the right. Kai Henry takes a snap. It's quarterback keep all the way. He's around the end, down to the 31-yard line, where it'll be third down and 1 for Van Buren.
I'm going to tell you what, Van Buren's kind of they've changed up their their offense a little bit, it looks like. they figured out how to move the ball with a little bit of consistency. So defense here needs to kind of bow up and put a stop to this.
Panthers have outscored their opponents 142-44 in the first quarters this season. We are scoreless under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter tonight. 3rd down and 1, Van Buren at the Benton 31-yard line. Direct snap to Henry. He keeps. He's in the second level. He's inside the 10.
You ain't getting
going to be
Kane.
pushed out of bounds inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st down and goal, Van Buren.
Yeah, you're not going to get past Kane Simmons, but we missed a tackle there, and
1st down and goal, Van Buren. Ball on the right hash at the Benton 2-yard line. As Van Buren looks to the sideline, 20 seconds on the snap clock. Crosby Tuck, former Razorback, is the head coach of Van Buren. In his 3rd year, an overall record of 14 wins and 18 losses. 1st down and goal, Van Buren at the Benton 2-yard line. Kai Henry is going to keep on the direct snap, almost a Wildcat-like play, and he scores. Touchdown, Malachi Henry with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Van Buren has drawn first blood 6-0.
That we're playing uninspired right now, I'll say that. That's the only thing I can point to it. Hopefully these boys have not overlooked this team, because
Robbie Umanzor on for the extra point for Van Buren. And his kick splits the uprights with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's Van Buren 7, Benton nothing. This is Fighting Panther football on the Benton Football Network.
Jones Heating and Air, located at 520 Edison Avenue in Benton, specializes in residential, commercial, and new construction HVAC systems and offers 24-hour service. Jones is a proud supporter of Benton Panther Athletics, the Saline County Boys and Girls Club, and youth sports at Benton's Riverside Park. Find out more at jonesheatingandair.com or call 501-778-3324.
Van Buren leads at 7-0 with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Dio, you made a really salient point during the timeout.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only thing worse than, well, I guess I don't know that worse is the right word, but we've got number 1 seed clinched, a minimum of a share of the conference championship clinched. The only thing, worse than coming out uninspired is playing a team with nothing to lose. Van Buren doesn't, I mean, they just want to prove they could take out the best. So, we've got to step up for sure.
Chanson Henderson kicks off for Van Buren. It's fielded on a bounce by Donovan Pearson at the 20s, coming to the near side to the 35, makes a man miss over the 40, and Donovan is going to reach the 46-yard line as the first quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter of play in the books tonight, and Van Buren leads it 7-0 over the Benton Panthers on the Benton Football Network.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. And that's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DIO to 36260 to get started today.
It's Friday, so Panther fans are thinking about our friends over at Riverside Grocery. Everyone knows about their catering that's good as grandma's, but their breakfast and lunch are becoming a Saline County tradition. Deer season's just around the corner, and Riverside's also your headquarters for feed and game processing. So whether you're gassing up or grabbing those essential tailgating supplies, Riverside Grocery has everything you need. Drop by Riverside and start your weekend right.
Casey Johnson carries on the first play of the second quarter, and there is inspiration. Casey Johnson to the house, 54 yards, and a Benton touchdown, and the offense lights the fuse to open the second quarter, and the Panthers are an extra point away from tying it.
Boy, and tell you what, Drake Womack set one heck of a block. If we look at that play again on the replay, you watch Drake Womack come back and basically do a crackback block, but he does a phenomenal job of freeing up the outside for Casey right there.
Lucas Wilbur on for the extra point. Logan Owen will hold. The snap, the hold, the kick is good as the cannon fires. The ROTC prepares to do their push-ups, and Benton has tied it. And Dio, after a quarter that looked very listless from the Panthers, they opened the second quarter with a bang.
Yeah, I think our play calling was just a little bit off from normal. We didn't, that wasn't a normal quarter for us. I think Coach Ray went back to the basics there, and now Coach Harris is in a little bit better mood, but he's still upset.
As he assembles his kickoff team, Matt, if you'd punch that PDFL picture up for us, congratulations to the 6th grade Panthers. They won on this very field last night, the 6th grade championship with a win over Hot Springs. Is that a Lombardi trophy they're holding up there, Dio?
It is a mini Lombardi trophy, and all those boys will get a nice little championship ring. So they're all, these kids, they don't care nothing about trophies. They want the ring.
Want the ring.
That's right.
And they had Freddie on the sideline with them last night for that championship game, the #1 fan. So congratulations to the 6th grade Panthers as Dylan Bosley kicks off. His kick is going to go out of bounds, and Van Buren is going to have an opportunity to take the football in good field position following the kick out of bounds. Casey Johnson, seniors tonight, Dio, on senior night. That was his 39th career touchdown as a Panther.
That's pretty stinking good.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet he may get a chance to break 40. He will carry the ball some more, so he may get a chance to break 40 tonight.
As the kick out of bounds is going to place it at the 35-yard line, and that's where Van Buren will have it. 7-7 with 11:48 to go in the second quarter. Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Sanders Ground Essentials. They were supposed to come to my house on Wednesday, and the rain
the rain
washed
got
them away. So going to have the Sanders guys out next week. First down and 10 as Kai Henry throws. Boy, receiver behind the Benton secondary. And it is going to go for a big gain all the way to the Benton 24-yard line.
Well, defenses were like, all right, we're going to play one quarter, and then it's offense's turn. They're done.
Hobie Sayoxamfu. You remember that name from last year?
I do remember that name from last year.
On the catch for Van Buren, they have it first down and 10 at the Benton 24-yard line. Seeger in the shotgun. Power to the right. They give it off to Gavelis running right, and he's going to be dropped. That was Galvin that time. Dropped for a loss by Hunter Goodwin back at the 27. Hunter Goodwin, the 6'1", 235-pound junior defensive end with the tackle for loss of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Van Buren at the Benton 27.
Yeah, Van Buren trying to answer that Benton score.
Twin receivers to each side, bunch just off the end of the line. Gavelis is back in the backfield. Seeger takes a snap, throws, that time through the hands of Logan Fowler along the Benton sideline, incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 13.
It looked like the quarterback almost tried to place his throw instead of just throwing it and letting it naturally happen. He tried to pinpoint the ball there and just kind of sailed it over his receiver's head a little bit.
3rd down and 13, Van Buren, as Seeger getting the play call in from head coach Crosby Tuck. Bobby Wynn, the Benton defensive coordinator, signaling in the play to his defense. 3rd and 13, Van Buren, ball at the Benton 27 as Van Buren moves left to right here in the second quarter. They're going to run the draw to Gavelis, and Gavelis runs into super sophomore Peyton McNeely at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and it'll be 4th and 13.
Boy, Peyton McNeely's really figured out his role as the year has gone on. He's gotten better and better each game, and I'm going to tell you right now, that bodes well with his size and the fact that he's a sophomore. He's not going to do anything but get bigger and stronger. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with the next couple years.
4th down and 13, Van Buren. And they're going to go for it at the Benton 27-yard line. Twin receivers to each side of the formation. One man in the backfield. Seeger takes the shotgun snap, drops back. He looks, he throws too high for Sayoxamfu at the 5-yard line. It's incomplete, and the Panther defense gets the stop on 4th down.
Yeah, now we just need to do, and this is one of my keys to victory really for the offense was stay dialed in. We were not dialed in that first quarter at all. We need to be dialed in. I said stay dialed in, but they had to stay dialed in from last few weeks.
Panthers going to go with an empty gun, 5-receiver set. Strand Smith going to set up the screen to Cam Harris. He's got blockers, and he is in the open field over midfield to the 47-yard line of Van Buren. And a Benton first down. That play goes for 26 yards.
Yeah, that's what you want to see right there. I noticed when we ran the screen earlier, we didn't throw it to Cam. I can't remember who it went to, but
going to try to Cam again in double coverage. Great throw from Strand. Cam caught it in stride, and he's down to the Van Buren 3.
Now the offense looks like the offense we know.
And the Panthers in rhythm. Tempo. 1st and goal at the Van Buren 3. Casey Johnson going to get the carry running right, and he goes right into the end zone for a Benton touchdown. Touchdown, Casey Johnson, and there's his 40th career touchdown.
There's that 40th career touchdown, and that's exactly how the offense is supposed to operate. 3 plays. Was that 3 plays or 4?
3.
3 plays, touchdown. Looked like they needed a little bit of a wake-up call, and they got one.
Lucas Wilbur on for the extra point. And boy, he kicked that one all the way to the band. With 8:56 to go, the Panthers now up over Van Buren. It's Benton 14 and Van Buren 7. This is Fighting Panther Football on the Benton Football Network.
Elliott Electrical is a proud supporter of Benton Panther football. For over 35 years, Elliott Electrical has been providing reliable, efficient, high-quality electric service to Saline County and Central Arkansas. From lighting design and planning to street and parking lot installation, Elliott Electrical has all the lighting services to keep your home and businesses illuminated. For a free estimate for all your electrical needs, contact Elliott Electrical today at 501-315-7539.
Now that drive was a little more what we're used to, Dio. 3 plays, 73 yards in 37 seconds.
Agreed. That's exactly what we expect out of this Benton offense.
And if I'm figuring right, Cam Harris is now at 1,985 yards for his career. He's 15 yards away from cracking the 2,000-yard mark as a receiver as a Benton Panther.
That's also pretty impressive. I'd be curious to know where that stacks up, both of those numbers. Casey Johnson's touchdown total and Cam's receiving yards, how that stacks up, in the all-time. Where's Donnie Burks when you need him?
Paging Donnie.
I'm sure he can look that up.
Panthers go with the onside kick, and oh my word. That poor young man for Van Buren, Colton Sims, was leveled, but he held on to the football.
Do you know who that was that leveled him? One of the players was 9th grader Elias Payne.
Oh. We're going to get 2 flags thrown on the play. These are the first flags of the night, Dio, with 8:53 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Andrew Armstrong and Elias Payne came up and did their job. I didn't know that you could can't call targeting because they don't have that call in high school. Do they?
Well, we saw it called at Siloam Springs.
We did.
And we have a meeting of the officials Brad Harris is within earshot, and he's doing his best to eavesdrop. 2 flags were thrown on the play. We're going to get a personal foul targeting against Benton. But nothing in the way of an ejection signaled.
Yeah.
So a targeting call as Colton Sims fielded the onside kick and was leveled by Elias Payne and Andrew Armstrong. Somehow he held onto the football.
No kidding. Yeah, as we go back and watch this, I think Coach Harris is trying to argue that he wasn't a defenseless receiver. Well, maybe he was. Maybe he was a defenseless receiver, but boy, I mean, that's a heck of a shot right there.
And for Elias Payne's first play as a freshman moving up to varsity, a memorable one.
Fearless, getting out there playing fearless. I like to see that out of a 9th grader.
End result, though, is Van Buren has possession of the football following the penalty all the way down to the Benton 38-yard line. With 8:53 to go in the first half and Benton leading 14-7. Ball on the near hash as Clark Seeger in the shotgun is going to run the Utah pass to Kai Henry. Spun out of a tackle, now finally dropped by the Panthers at the 34. So they go with the old Utah pass right there, the shovel pass.
Yeah, the old shovel pass. And it worked. It got them, 4 yards right there. So not too bad of a play. They're trying to figure something out against this defense. Coach Wynn made some adjustments when they were able to run the ball in the previous series, and we put a stop to that. Not the previous series, but the series that they actually scored on, and so they put a stop to that. Now Van Buren's trying to get creative again.
Trying every way they can to get it in Malachi Henry's hands as Seeger drops back, looking for Henry, has him. Henry with the catch. Henry racing to the end zone, and Malachi Henry has a Van Buren touchdown on a 34-yard reception. And with 8:01 to go in the first half, Van Buren's an extra point away from tying the football game.
I'm going to tell you what, that young man is a heck of an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I was more impressed, not necessarily with the touchdown, but he did the leaping high five and did a full 360 spin before he landed. It looked like a ballerina doing a pirouette. Yeah. Whoop. That was pretty impressive, Jim. I got to tell you, in full pads.
Got to give it to him.
I mean, kept really good balance. I would have fallen flat on my face if I tried that.
Robbie Umanzer's extra point is good with 8:01 to go in the first half. We're all tied. It's Benton 14, Van Buren 14. This is Fighting Panther Football on the Benton Football Network.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, we know banking isn't always top of mind. You've got other things to focus on, like getting the kids to soccer practice or mowing the lawn or grocery shopping. But our products and services are designed to fit your schedule and needs. From online and mobile banking to convenient hours and locations, Farmers Bank and Trust is easy banking for busy living. To learn more, stop by your local branch today or visit myfarmers.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Van Buren goes 2 plays, 38 yards after the onside kick, and the penalty against the Panthers set them up in good field position to tie the game with 8:01 to go. Checking in at Greenwood, D.O. Greenwood 21, Lake Hamilton nothing with 5 minutes to go until halftime there.
Well, and look here in the backfield, you've got O'Marcus King and Elias Payne. That's a cousin or an uncle and a nephew right there, both freshmen returning the kick tonight.
Conway leads Bryant 7-3 in the second quarter up in Faulkner County, in the big game there as Jason Henderson kicks off for Van Buren. There's an onside kick for the Pointers.
I think he got it.
But I believe he was out of bounds. Is making a diving attempt along the Van Buren sideline was Christian Schultz.
Yeah, they gave it to Benton.
Yeah, said it was out of bounds. So the Panther offense back out onto the field. We've got a battle of onside kicks now, D.O.
Ooh. Oh, he didn't catch it. He knocked it out of bounds. So I thought he caught it.
First down, Panthers at their own 43-yard line. The Panthers with a 4-receiver set, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Strand Smith rolls out, throws underneath, catch by Donovan Pearson. And Donovan is going to be tackled at the 48-yard line. On the tackle for Van Buren was Connor Brady. It's a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Casey Johnson carrying the ball right up the middle. Nice gain of 10 yards.
Down to the Van Buren 41, we've got a meeting of the line judge on the Van Buren sideline and the referee. Didn't see a flag on the field, but now we're going to visit with the umpire. Very quick-paced ball game and a limited number of flags, and now we're going to get a substitution infraction against Van Buren. I never saw the penalty flag.
I didn't either. Mm-hmm. Yes, we will. We will be talking to Dexter Hendricks at halftime.
We?
You will. You and the mouse in your pocket.
First down, Benton at the 36-yard line. I've been trying to get Dio to do halftime all year. First down and 10 at the Van Buren 36-yard line. Strand Smith throwing on the corner route to Cameron Harris, and he just overthrew him. Thurman Cooley in coverage for Van Buren. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, Jim, I know my limitations. If I'm doing the halftime deal, I'm just going to talk too much, and you're really good at – you're kind of like the Barbara Walters of halftime interviewers. I mean, your halftime guests you always bring tears to their eyes. There's always an emotional moment there at all your halftime interviews. I don't want to get in the way of that.
2nd down and 10, Barbara Walters. Strand Smith pumps and throws, and he airmails that one over Andre Lane, incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 10, Benton at the Van Buren 36-yard line.
Well, instead of being like a fresh bag of Doritos, we're playing like a week-old bag of open Doritos. We're not nearly as crisp as we need to be tonight.
Panthers with 3 bunched along the Benton sideline. It's Womack, Lane, and Pearson. Cam Harris, the lone receiver, to the top. Strand Smith just going to keep on the quarterback run. Connor Brady is going to force him out of bounds around the Van Buren 30-yard line. That's going to leave Benton 4th and 4.
Actually defended that pretty well. You know, he had a wide open field over there, but Connor Brady did a good job of kind of keeping pace with him and forcing him to the sideline before he could get to the first down marker.
Mark it at the 31-yard line, so Benton has a 4th down and 5 at the Van Buren 31. We're all tied at 14 with 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Strand Smith going to option and pitch, and Casey Johnson has a first down and more to the 21-yard line. Boy, Casey just put his head down and went north and got the first down.
I feel like we need to, every time we get into a 4th down situation, we pick a play that we feel like we're confident is going to get us 5 or 6 yards. Let's just go with those plays from the start.
Strand on the tunnel screen to Andre Lane. He's down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line, a gain of 7. How about Andre? 4 touchdowns this year. 2 of them have earned the team Yarnell's ice cream parties.
He's flashy.
Ice cream man, Andre Lane?
Yeah, we're going to start calling him Showboat.
2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. A Strand going to throw to the right to Cam Harris. He makes a man miss, runs through an arm tackle, and scores a touchdown. Cam Harris in the end zone. He surpasses 2,000 yards receiving in his career, and his 25th career touchdown as a Benton Panther to give the Panthers a 20-14 lead.
Pretty impressive.
I hope all of my defenders are texting you about that Barbara Walters comment. As Lucas Wilbur's extra point is good. 6:18 to go. It's 21-14 Panthers. This is the Benton Football Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time. Your health and safety remain our number one priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
8 plays, 57 yards in a minute 43. The Panthers scored on Cam Harris's 25th career touchdown and go ahead of Van Buren 21-14. Conway leads Bryant 14-3 in the second quarter. Greenwood leads Lake Hamilton 21-0 as they are a minute 20 away from halftime, and the cannon fired about 90 seconds too late.
Yeah, it referee got startled on that one.
Lucas Wilbur's kickoff fielded by Thurman Cooley. He's got a seam over the 30. It's going to be tackled forward over the 40 to the 42-yard line. And maybe that's why Brad Harris has been onside kicking, because Van Buren gets a 32-yard return and good field position.
Well, that last minute and a half of this game seemed like it took 10 minutes. It really did.
2 tight ends set for Van Buren. So they go to the eye.
They're trying anything. They're looking at this like they're Catalina wine mixer. They're willing to do anything.
Hand off to new back in there for Van Buren, Dylan Titsworth on the carry. And he picks up a couple of yards to the 43. It'll be 2nd down and 8, Van Buren. Second down and 8 for the Pointers. Again, power set. They give to Titsworth running left, and he's going to pick up just a yard on the carry. Is Patrick Shipp on the tackle, Dio?
I can't read those numbers. I see Andrew Armstrong over there in the area, so
it may have been Andrew. 46 and 16 are awful hard to read.
How many different running backs has Van Buren tried so far? It seems like a different one every series.
Well, we've seen Galvin, we've seen Gavelis, we've seen Kai Henry back there. They go back to Gavelis, the big sophomore, here on 3rd down and 7. At their own 44, and the Panthers jump offside. So they went with a hard count. Panthers jump offside, and it'll move it forward to the 49 and give Van Buren a 3rd and 2.
I think I'm going to take Rick Edmondson's advice, and I am going to have some T-shirts made up that say "Crisp" is a week-old bag of open Doritos, because that's how we're playing right now. Not very crisp.
Well, and so is Lake Hamilton, as Greenwood's up 28-0 now in the second quarter.
Wow.
I think Benton just deflated the Wolves' balloon last week. There's a Van Buren movement is going to back them up 5 as false start on the tight end on the near side wearing number 50. And I've been practicing this name all day. I'm going to get it right. Number 50 for Van Buren, Chase Chebish. With the false start, backs him up. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Say that last name again.
Chase Chebish.
And it's spelled with a P. Literally, folks.
Bobby Swafford helped us out on that pronunciation. They go with the direct snap that time in a wildcat look to Gavelis. He carries to the 47, well short of the 1st down, and it's going to be 4th and 5 for Van Buren. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Benton leads 21-14, and Van Buren's leaving the offense on the field on their own side of the 50-yard line. 4th down and 5. A Wildcat set. Gavelis looks to the sideline to Crosby Tuck. Snap clock down to 5 seconds. And now Van Buren's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Benton leads 21-14. This is Panther football on the Benton Football Network.
So you know how in the fourth quarter of a football game, when the game's on the line, it actually gets kind of stressful, and that's not how a home loan process should be. When you're a week away from closing, which is the fourth quarter, you shouldn't have stress, and that's what at Cornerstone we want to take away. We want that to be a stress-free experience for you. We want it to be that blowout victory.
Text D3620 to get started on the home mortgage process today.
3:23 to go in the second quarter. It is 4th down Van Buren, 4th down and 5 at their own 46-yard line. The Pointers took a timeout, Dio. They were lined up to go for it. 9 men on the line of scrimmage, 2 in the backfield. We'll see if they leave the offense on or go to the punt.
Looks like they're going to the punt.
Jason Henderson, the punter, is on the field. Now, we saw him with an improv first down back in the first quarter. And we'll see if he does indeed punt this one away. Back to receive for Benton. Kane Simmons and Andre Lane stand at the Benton 25-yard line. Snap back, and Henderson is going to punt it. It's a wobbly punt that hits at the 30 and takes a sideways roll. Now a bit of a Van Buren roll, and it's going to be downed at the 25-yard line. So Benton with 3:11 will put it in play 75 yards away, and you'd like to see a crisp, unstale offensive drive for a touchdown now for the Panthers.
Yes. Freshly opened bag of Doritos, Jim. Crisp. Unstale. We're patenting that phrase for the Benton. We've got the Jim Landers press box. We're going to have T-shirts made up talking about Doritos. I mean, heck, Taco Bell rejuvenated their entire lineup with the Doritos shell tacos.
Strand Smith with the snap through the hands of Andre Lane at the 36. He couldn't hold on to it. Conway has raced out to a 21-3 lead now over Bryant.
Conway's no joke.
Obviously.
Clearly not a joke.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 29-yard line. Strand Smith looking left. He's going to be flushed, and he's going to pick up a gain of just 2 before he is tackled by Owen Lee, but a flag in the backfield and a hold coming up against the Benton offense.
Yep. That's not going to be it's not going to help out our field position with where that flag is placed.
Flag was thrown at the 23. Now they're going to move it to the 26, so that'll mark the penalty from there. It's going to set Benton back to their own 16-yard line.
Van Buren defense playing a little bit better than I really expected.
2nd down and 23 for the Panthers following the holding penalty. Give off to Casey Johnson coming to the near side. Casey going to carry to the 20. And Benton's going to face 3rd down and 19 with 2:40 to go in the second quarter, leading 21-14.
Now, see, this is where our playbook is, I mean, I don't know that you have plays specifically designed, but our longer plays, with Cam Harris at the receiver position, unless they double cover him, which they're not going to, they've just got their best athlete on him.
3rd and 19, Strand Smith pressured, and he is going to be sacked, lost the football. And it appears as if Van Buren has come up with it. There is a flag that's been thrown in the center of the field.
I think Strand got the ball back after it hit the ground. I thought the same thing you did at first, but Strand stood up with it, so.
And a face mask against Van Buren.
Well, that's helpful.
Just a 5-yard face mask, going to move the football to the
they just clipped it
26-yard line, and it's going to leave Bent with third down, Dio.
Yeah, they just clipped it on his way through. A defender reached his arm out, but boy, that ball took a lucky bounce. His Strand was falling away from it. The ball just kind of bounced right back into his hand.
3rd and 13. Strand rolls to his left, throws on the run, catch on the Benton sideline by Cameron Harris. They're going to say he's tackled inbounds by Toby Sayoxamfu at the 36-yard line, and it'll be 4th and 3.
I don't know. With a minute 30 left, I don't know that I'd want to take the chance of giving Van Buren a short field. I mean, we get the ball coming out of halftime. I'd punt it. You know your defense can probably hold them. Let the clock run down as much as you can and punt it. Give them a long field and not much time to work with. Come out after you yell at some kids during halftime and get their minds right. Get the ball to start the second half on offense and go up two scores. Take the chance here and you miss it. Van Buren's got 30 yards to get into the end zone. I don't like that.
Brad has not shown any desire to punt tonight, though.
No.
From the get-go.
Oh, it's almost like it's the principle of it. Like, this team's won 2 conference games. We're not punting. We're 6-0, by golly.
Panthers didn't punt last Friday at Lake Hamilton in the entire game.
No. Did Lake Hamilton punt?
They did.
Yeah, we didn't punt very much against Greenwood either, I think 2 times.
And the Panthers are not going to punt here as Brad Harris sends his offense back out onto the field. 4th down and 3 at their own 36-yard line. Benton offense is ready to go. Van Buren defense still huddled up on their sideline. And now the Pointers come out onto the field with 1:26 to go in the first half. Benton leads 21-14. And going to go for it on their own end of the field. Strand Smith going to bring Donovan Pearson in motion. Going to run the option to the right. Casey Johnson is going to be dropped short of the first down at the 38-yard line. And, Dio, you said the risk-reward. You risk it. The reward is a Van Buren stop in great field position at the Benton 38.
Yeah, they got 38 yards to go to score. In 1:19 to do it. I'd much rather them have to go 70 yards in 1:18, But we also could have ate up some more clock because the clock was running before a timeout was called there. Was it us that called the timeout? I can't remember.
No, Van Buren did.
Okay.
And the Pointers have just 1 remaining in the first half as they start at the Benton 38-yard line. Tried to get Benton to jump offside. Panther defense showed good discipline that time. As Panthers showing blitz, ball on the turf, and falling on it is Dominic Galvin back at the 41-yard line. It's a loss of 3 on the muff snap, and it'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, not the way you want to start when you're trying to tie the game up. Van Buren really needs to score right here if they want to have a chance coming out of halftime.
2 receivers to each side of the formation. Seeger takes the snap and throws. And the comeback route is caught by Malachi Henry. Jack Woolbright in coverage for the Panthers at the 34-yard line.
No, that's
51 seconds to go.
That's Jaden Collinette over
Collinette,
there. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Again, 5 and 6, kind of like 46 and 16. Trying to decipher some of the numbers. 3rd down and 6, Van Buren at the Benton 34-yard line. Panthers lead at 21-14. Trips come to the near side. 1 receiver to the far side for the Pointers. Seeger rolling to the right. He throws. Kai Henry with the catch. First down as he steps out of bounds at the Benton 24.
All I'm telling you is they just need to put – we need to put our best cover corner on Kai Henry. I knew the ball was coming in when they lined up in that trips formation. You know they're going to try to get it to him where he can get out of bounds. So, either man him or zone him, but press him at the line so he doesn't get a clean break off the ball and hope your defensive line can pressure the quarterback.
And now timeout called by Brad Harris, Bobby Wynn, and the defensive staff of the Panthers will take it with them. 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's 21-14. Benton leads on the Benton Football Network. CTS Services is a Benton-owned company that specializes in industrial cleaning, waste disposal, and COVID-19 disinfection. CTS is a strong, secure company looking to add team members interested in a good career. CDL and non-CDL positions are available with competitive wages, IRA with a 3% company match, and health and life insurance benefits. For job, information, or cleaning services, give CTS a call at 501-778-4535. Well, we could see a good shot of Brad Harris and the defensive staff. They were really getting in the grill of the PDC on that timeout, Dio.
Yeah, well, you know, they got to man up right here. You can't afford with 45 seconds left to go into halftime basically with a 0-0 ball game. You know, this game was supposed to be over at halftime.
So 1st and 10, Van Buren at the Benton 24. Throw to Dominic Galvin out of the backfield, and he is going to be to the 17-yard line. Van Buren has it in the red zone. Gain of 7. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. Pointers with just one timeout remaining, and Seeger going to clock it. And that stops the clock with 29 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Pointers.
I'm not sure I wouldn't have taken the timeout there and tried to clock it. Because if you get the first down, you're going to get a little bit more. You're going to have a little bit of time. Because do they stop the clock after first downs? I never can remember in high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3rd down and 3, Van Buren. They send Kai Henry in motion. Trips now to the left side of the formation. Seeger takes the shotgun snap. Quick pass out to Kai Henry. Gets a block on the edge from Connor Brady. And Henry has the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds around the 12-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st down, Van Buren.
They still got an opportunity to get another first down here, don't they?
Yes. As they mark it at the 13, so they can get a first down at the 3. 1st down and 10.
Why are the chain guys not putting the chain guys just dropped the chains? I don't know what they were thinking.
1st down, Pointers at the Benton 13-yard line. Benton leads 21-14 with 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Seeger takes the shotgun snap. He's looking to his right and throwing, and a
intercepted
jump ball that's intercepted by Jaden Collinette.
There's that south end zone coming into play. Jaden Collinette did a good job keeping his eyes up and on the quarterback and was able to just watch where the ball was coming to. Played that really nicely.
Jaden Collinette with his 5th interception of the season. And where was it, Dio?
South end zone.
It works in the first half like it does in the second half.
It really works anytime.
So now the Panthers with 18 seconds to go in the half. Going to flip it out to Donovan Pearson, running room up the Benton sideline. He's going to step out of bounds around the 40-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain for Pearson. And a 1st down Panthers. Benton still with 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. Strand Smith in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. He's looking left. He's throwing left for Cameron Harris. Cam threw his hands at the 25-yard line. Boy, that's one, Cam. I think he saw all that green in front of him, Dio.
Yep, he did. Well, and instead of it being a little bit out in front of him, it went from his right shoulder to his left shoulder. And what's really difficult is when you're a receiver looking up over your right shoulder, and then that ball you lose it behind your head for a split second. You saw Cam have to move his hands over to the left side and just lost the ball, and that's what happens.
2nd down and 10. Smith going to throw. Ooh, is a hard hit put on Drake Womack, who couldn't hold on to it at the 48-yard line of Van Buren. Ball incomplete. And now 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Benton has it 3rd and 10. So going to see the old Hail Mary here?
Yeah, I think we will.
Lane and Womack near side. Two receivers far side. Going to throw on the slant. Catch is made by Donovan Pearson. He's going to be tackled at the Van Buren 40. And that ends the first half. And that wasn't a half that for the record books.
I mean, it was. Casey went over 40 touchdowns. Cam broke 2,000 yards. But, boy, as a team, that was ugly.
Yeah.
That was not what Coach Harris had drawn up for today. And I can tell you right now, there's going to be some discussions had at halftime about that flat first-time performance.
Probably a good thing Rob Pepper's in Stuttgart tonight, wouldn't you say?
I would say, for his sake, because he would have to be the one doing that halftime interview, and I'm pretty sure he's glad not to be.
Benton leads at 21-14 at halftime tonight over Van Buren. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the Hamilton Family Dentistry halftime show, and Coach Dexter Hendricks of the Benton Panther basketball team will be our guest.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting you to come see us at Everett Buick GMC and discover the Everett difference. But what is that difference? It's outstanding customer service, the largest Buick GMC inventory in Arkansas, a state-of-the-art facility, and an outstanding team of professionals who put your needs first. From sales to service to financing, the difference shows in everything we do every day. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
Family and community go hand in hand. That's why ACDI proudly calls downtown Benton our home and why we are excited to be a part of this community. Hi, I'm Josh Lane, the team captain at ACDI. My teammates understand the importance of serving in the community, and at ACDI, we'll always make that a priority. We are proud sponsors of the Benton Panther football team and thankful to share our family with this great hometown. Go Panthers!
Allied Glass is a full-service glass shop located in historic downtown Benton. Allied Glass is a third-generation business and family-owned and operated since 1967. Mirrors, shower doors, commercial storefronts, tabletops, screens, plexiglass, and much more. For all your glass needs, call Allied Glass at 501-778-6244, located at 115 East Sevier in downtown Benton.
Any lasting structure begins with a good blueprint, and every good blueprint must be designed specifically for the people it serves. The Benton Event Center, Riverside Park, and the new Boys and Girls Club, all designed by the professional architects at Black, Corley, Owens, and Hughes. They understand the Benton community and are a major part of our economic success. Proud sponsors of Benton Panther football and valued partners for our community.
Benton leads Van Buren tonight at halftime, 21-14 in the regular season finale. A win for the Panthers means an outright 6A West Conference championship. They've already sewed up the number one seed in home field throughout the playoffs, but looking to hang a banner as outright champions tonight with a win. This is the Hamilton Family Dentistry halftime show. And pleased to welcome in the head coach of Benton Panther basketball, Dexter Hendricks. Dexter, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Jim. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, last time you and I were together was at Burger Shack having lunch earlier this week. No food around us tonight, but I guess the buffet right now is Benton basketball, man.
No question. It's that time of year, it kind of feels the weather changing. It just feels like basketball season. And after a COVID basketball season last year, we're definitely ready to get back on the court. Missed so many games and opportunities we feel like we just kind of missed last year. So we're really excited about this season, Jim.
Yeah, not only last year was it a season of fits and starts, but you couldn't fill the house up either. There was limited attendance. I mean, that whole season to you as a coach just had to feel awkward.
It did. There's no question about it. It really made you think about a lot of things you take for granted as a coach, and a home court advantage and fans, and what really makes high school sports fun. The attendance. So we, going back as a staff, we really try to study a lot, do a lot of things to get people back in the stands, and a lot of that's through social media now, just working on our student section, working on our teachers, getting out in the community. So we're just really excited about that. There's no doubt. I mean, look at the crowd here, and there's a relationship between winning and a home court advantage and filling the stands up. So we're going to try to do our very best to make that happen this year.
And I thought last night was phenomenal. The maroon gray game, you almost filled the house last night. It was a great student section. Just a great atmosphere last night.
It was a lot of fun. I told our guys last night going into it, we want to just have a lot of fun. We've been working extremely hard. Let's stay healthy and have a lot of fun. I thought we just did that. And you're right. I have a lot of respect and big thanks to all our students and parents that helped us with it last night and that came support last night. That was an awesome crowd, and I think our kids really enjoyed it. And I got a taste of a little bit of what they're gonna see in our team this year. And I thought hopefully everybody left there pretty just as excited as we are.
Man, I was really impressed. And when you talk about your team, boy, it just seemed like a very clean, very smooth inter-squad game. Both teams in the 30s. I mean, 60 some odd points combined in a 15-minute scrimmage. I was really impressed with the shooting, lack of turnovers. It looked almost like mid-season form.
Well, I hope it continues to look like that. I know we spoke earlier. It's nothing. Defense, I hate to say it, but wasn't the strongest emphasis going into last night's game. We want to have fun and get up and down the floor, but you still have to make shots. And our guys, we felt like we put a lot of emphasis on that and a lot of time. We switched some things we did in preseason to get more shots. We're going to take more three-point shots this year. And, give a credit to our guys. I think Carter Harrison and Chris Trott really shot it well from three. Jack Ginther shot three. All of our guys really did. So I agree with it. It was clean basketball, and hopefully we can carry that over to the season.
What are you most excited about in this team?
Well, I tell you, Jim, I think we'll really have a chance to be with our size and our length to be really difficult to score on in the half court. When you look at our conference and you see the guys we play are so athletic, have so much speed, I think we're a little different than everybody else in our league, and I think that's a good thing. We'll be different from what they see night in, night out. I think we'll be hard to prepare for, and with be playing a big zone defense in some unique different ways and take advantage of our size. So I think that's going to be our identity. That's what we're definitely working towards right now. That's plan A, I should say, is to really use our size and our length on the defensive end of the floor.
Now, how do you as a coach in this era get the kids to buy in? Because this is a social media era, and what gets the highlights are the dunks and the three-point shots. Nobody gets a social media shot of playing defense. I mean, how do you sell that to the kids?
Yeah, you're 100% right. Where there's not much highlights defensively. We really, we show a lot of stats. We show a lot of things. What the college level, what they do defensively. We have a lot of things. We show it. Before practice, we might show a video clip of an NBA player with a tough block boxing out somebody to win a game. Just different things. But when you really break it down, I think every team is probably better in transition offense, and that all starts. Basketball is a game like no other. Your offense impacts your defense so much, and you can't sub in and out offense. So that it's a thing we have to be really good at, and they impact one another so much. So we feel like if we really try to tell our guys they can get those defensive stops, then we can get out and run and make those plays you're talking about, those dunks, those three-point shots. So that's what we're trying. They don't always buy it, but we definitely try to install that in our guys on a daily basis.
And when it comes to your coaching staff, a new face there
Absolutely.
As well. Why don't you talk about your new assistant?
Man, I'm so glad you mentioned that, Jim. We're thrilled to have Bryce Evans, Coach Evans. He's done a fantastic job for us so far, and I know he's going to really impact our team in a positive way. Playing for Coach Fishburne and then coaching with him for the past several seasons, I knew it was going to be a little different, but Coach Evans has just jumped right in and just he's been great. I can't say, it couldn't have gone any better so far. And our kids absolutely love him. They respect him. I think he's doing a great job at the junior high in his classroom. So he's just a really good fit. And then we also have Coach Williams, Dustin Williams, who's a new junior high coach, our 8th and 9th grade coach, and I can't say anything negative about him either. He's just doing a really good job. So we really got lucky because those guys, got a lot of job opportunities, could have gone a lot of different places, but I think they realized how special Benton was, and we're just thrilled they're here.
You've mentioned several times tonight the league we're in. That's a tough league that you've been assigned to. How do you foresee the league playing out this year?
Well, it's just like anything else, Jim. you can look at it one or two ways. You can sit here and complain about it and just think about how tough it's going to be, and it is. It is. There's no, we're trying to tell our guys all the time we're truth tellers. We want to just attack the truth, and it is a very challenging league. And we see three teams that have a lot of talent. I think everybody kind of looks at our conference this way, and that's Little Rock Parkview, Little Rock Christian, and Maumelle, and those teams just have a lot of Division I basketball players, and those guys are just extremely talented. And then you start mixing, without even mentioning Little Rock Hall, that has such a history of being so good year in, year out, and Sylvan Hills is so athletic, and Jacksonville, and BB's going to be really good too. So it's a very challenging conference, and as a coach, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun comparing. You really have to prepare to the best ability every night, or you're going to be in trouble if you don't.
So from a coaching standpoint, as you build your schedule, knowing that you're in a conference that's so competitive and so difficult, do you try to build confidence with your schedule, or do you want to play as difficult a non-conference to prepare for that? What's your philosophy there?
Well, that's a great question. You find out the answer, you tell me. That's something as a staff we look at every single year. I think it's just a combination of everything. You might play a few teams that you think maybe you're more talented in, a few teams that are more talented than you. And so I think it's just a combination. I don't know if I've ever done it perfect, but I think for us this year, we're playing in a couple of classics and tournaments before league, and I've called up those coaches that are hosting those tournaments, said, please put us against the best athletic, quickest athletics teams you have. We need to go against that as much as possible. We did that this summer as well, just playing as many teams that we thought were, kind of can mirror our conference, the teams in our conference. And so, we play Arkadelphia tomorrow in our benefit game. They'll be really, athletic, quick, a lot like what we'll see in our conference. And East End is just as well on Tuesday. So this year we're taking the approach trying to get ready prepare for our conference, and I think our guys will be ready for that.
Yeah, one of those non-conference tournaments that you're playing in is the one you host.
Absolutely.
That the Benton Classic didn't get to host that last year. With some of the COVID implications, but talk about the Benton Classic this year.
Glad you brought that up too, Jeff. We're really excited about that. This is the first time we went from kind of a classic form like you're talking about with 4 teams to we expanded it to 8 teams now, and we feel like we have a lot of good teams coming in around our Central Arkansas area. I say Central Arkansas. We have a team come from Texas High that we'll play in the first round. PA, Lake Hamilton, Sheridan, Little Rock Christian. So a lot of talent, and we're just really excited to host that, and something hopefully we can continue to grow by hosting that. But that's definitely going to be a fun, competitive tournament.
And the dates on it?
December 9th, 10th, and 11th.
December 9th through 11th. Some great basketball that's going to be played right here in the Benton Arena. Now, your benefit game is tomorrow, going down to Arkadelphia.
That's right.
At 1 o'clock. But the home opener, I know you've been pumping that.
Absolutely.
Trying to get everybody excited and get that on everybody's radar. Talk about the home opener.
Absolutely. Thank you for mentioning that as well. So that's Tuesday night. We play. I think our kids are just everybody, kids and coaches, we're just really excited to open up and hopefully have a big crowd Tuesday night at home. The girls will start at 6. The boys will follow around 7:15, 7:30. And we're hoping we're even making a few bargains and promises with the student section. If we can get that student section full, we'll give them some free ice cream after the game. So we're pulling out all the tricks, Jim, whatever we can do to get that student section full. But like I said earlier, you look at some of the best, maybe the best memories of high school basketball. It's those arenas that you go in. It's a packed house and it's loud, and it's just you have that home court advantage. And I really want our seniors to have that this year, and our entire team, but especially our seniors. So we're going to work every day to try to make that happen.
Can the adult section get in on the free ice cream?
Absolutely. We can make it happen.
Yeah, and look, these young men deserve, and young ladies on the Lady Panther, they deserve a full house. Right. They went through a really tough year last year, not playing, and I know there were folks like me that didn't go because I didn't want to take a seat of a grandma or somebody with a limited attendance. Now it's wide open. We can pack in shoulder to shoulder and cheer on the Panthers this year.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. And Jimmy, just look at our student section tonight, the Jungle student section. I went to the state championship volleyball game a week ago, and the student section there was also. We live in such a awesome community with our students are great, and they want to support our team. So, and not being able to do that last year, that was tough. But you're right. Now we're back, and hopefully it'll be back to normal. We can really pack the house again.
Yeah, and everybody can get behind the Benton Panthers. Coach, thanks for dropping by tonight at halftime.
Thank you for having me.
It's always great having Dexter Hendricks with us, and we do want everybody to come out Tuesday night at 6 o'clock and get your first look, if you didn't make it last night, of the Benton Panthers and the Benton Lady Panthers as basketball season tips off in the regular season on Tuesday night at home at the arena at 6 o'clock. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Dio will have some halftime stats for you. Benton leads Van Buren tonight 21-14. This is Fighting Panther Football on the Benton Football Network.
Yes, we've got Bear on the line with a question for Trey. Bear, what's your question?
Hey, Randy, this is Bear, first-time listener, long-time caller. I wanted to ask Trey about Sanders Ground Essentials. I know they are real five-star guys wanted by everybody. I heard they have an excellent weed control and fertilization program, and they do customized plans based on annual soil results for all their customers. I just want to know what you guys have heard. I'm going to hang up and listen now.
Bear, you should call them at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
Congo Fireplace and Patio has been Benton's go-to place for all your hearth needs since 1920. Stop by now and see over 20 live burning displays. With the South's largest selection of gas logs, gas inserts, and wood-burning stoves, Congo has what you need to heat your home this winter. Get any accessory you need for your fireplace and stove in one place. Plus, see the largest selection of pellet stoves. With over 90 years of combined sales and service, there's no other place to shop.
Hamilton Family Dentistry, dental care that grows with you. We're family owned and are ready to provide dental care for your family. From your newborn baby to your great-grandparents, we see them all. Give us a call at 653-2422 or come visit us at 2422 Spring Hill Road.
Merchants and Farmers Bank is built around hard work and dedication, offering the big bank products but small bank friendly, building relationships one customer at a time. We invite you to be next. Stop in today at the corner of Spring Hill and Highway 5 in Bryant, or our newest branch opening soon in downtown Benton, where you'll find that your experience here matters. Visit us online at mfbanknet.com or find us on Facebook. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Benton leads Van Buren tonight at halftime 21-14. Dio, I'll tell you, I like Dexter Hendricks. Every time I'm with that guy, every time he's with us, you're talking about a great leader of young men.
Well, and he's just his demeanor is, he's got a great coach's demeanor. Mm-hmm. Very level, you know what I'm saying? And he wants kids to do the right things in the game for the right reasons. He teaches well. He's a great instructor. You know, a lot of times that's one of the things you lack in a lot of high school sports, but Benton blessed really with a lot of great coaches across a lot of different sports that are great just instructors and teachers of the game that they're playing. So that's been really good. Looking forward to that season for the high school.
Absolutely, and I want to pound that drum one more time. Let's fill up the arena. After they were unable to play in front of big crowds last year because of COVID regulations, let's fill it up Tuesday night and cheer them on as they host East Stem in the season opener at 6 o'clock. All right, halftime stats, Dio, as we break these down.
Well, there they are. Go. So, as we were discussing, that sure didn't feel like a 300-yard performance out of the Benton Panthers in the first half. So kind of really surprising to see. Just we couldn't do anything with the ball. Several series. I mean, the first quarter was tied up 0-0. Well, they scored right before the end of the first quarter. Van Buren with barely 200 yards of total offense. But really, you look at that, 2 for 4 on fourth down conversions, so 50% for us. 1 of 2 for Van Buren, 50% for them. 11 first downs for the Panthers, 10 for the Pointers. About what the scoreboard shows. So neither team really did a great job on defense the very first part. And then just offenses seem to be, start and stop, sputtering kind of, no sustained drives really to speak of.
I know the hardest working AD in Arkansas has been waiting on this stat. Time of possession, Van Buren 15-56 to Benton 8:04.
Wow. Time of possession, though, we've discussed is really meaningless. It's one of those overrated stats.
I know. He tells me that every Friday, so when he pops through the booth, I want to make sure we mention.
Yeah. But the one stat that I would point out is Benton was only 1 for 5 of third downs. And that's not good for Benton. And when you're 1 of 5 for third downs and only 50% on fourth downs, that's not, you can't do that, especially not against a team that's 1-5 in conference. I mean, I know they've won 4 games this year, but 3 of those were non-conference, and I don't think they're playing. I don't know what their schedule was, but they're not playing Bryant or a big 7A school. So just Benton coming out flat tonight, giving Van Buren a chance to hang around. And like we said, the only thing worse than having nothing to play for is when you're playing against a team that's got nothing to lose.
And Van Buren has certainly shown that in the first half tonight. Some individual numbers for the Panthers. Casey Johnson, 8 carries, 104 yards.
Big night
in that first half. Strand Smith throwing the football, 12 of 21 for 195 yards. Cameron Harris, 4 catches for 95 yards in the first half. Donovan Pearson, 4 for 61. Casey Johnson, 2 for 32. Andre Lane, just 1 catch for 6 yards. And, of course, Jaden Collinette had the interception as Matt and Tamara rolled the highlights of the first half for our live stream feed as we continue the Hamilton Family Dentistry halftime show. Dio, 27 trap, first play of the game.
Yeah, well, and really we had a missed block. I actually like that play. It's a really good play when it's well blocked. And here's what's funny. That's the play that earned me a starting job as an 8th grader. But guess what position? Left guard. Because I was the pulling guard at 115 pounds in the 8th grade. But I would hit that defensive end with all I had. And all you need is just a half second to give that running back a crease. So really great tribute to Coach Campbell and the legacy that he leaves behind. Had some success at Sheridan and then for several years there up at Wynn. Surprisingly enough, both teams' mascot was the Yellow Jackets. Now, how great is that?
Yeah, and he was at Corning before going to Sheridan. So 247 wins, I believe, a couple of state championships. So
old school coach.
Yeah. Now, do we see 27 trap in the second half?
We may need to see some more of it. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know that that's a bad play to add to the playbook to run every now and then, because when it's blocked, it's impossible to defend. So, really, one of the other things I noticed, Strand really kind of struggling tonight, and I think it's because he's got more pressure in his face than he's had really the last several games, causing him to have, either some more errant throws or, missed timings. The ball's not necessarily getting there when the receivers are expecting it to, or the pass has been pretty well defended. So let's check out the halftime scoreboard of some other teams around the state real quick.
Yeah, Conway leads Bryant at halftime tonight 20-9. Greenwood leads Lake Hamilton 28-0 at halftime in that big game in the 6A West. Parkview leads Mountain Home 20-7 in the second quarter. Siloam Springs leads Russellville 21-14 at halftime tonight.
Wow. That Lake Hamilton Greenwood score has got me a little bit surprised. And I'm sure Greenwood is absolutely itching to face Benton again in the playoffs, but would probably like to face us at War Memorial.
And that's exactly, Greenwood's going to secure the second seed, barring a miracle in the second half, and that'll put the Panthers and Bulldogs on opposite sides of the bracket. Prescott leads Glen Rose in that big game down at Prescott tonight, 28-0. So the Curly Wolves not being favorable hosts to the Glen Rose Beavers tonight. Let's get a quick Bauxite score here as well. Nashville leads Bauxite 20-0 at halftime. So there's your out-of-town scoreboard. We are ready for the second half tonight. Third quarter is brought to you by Jones Heating and Air tonight. And I imagine there's some heaters on all over town tonight as the temperature dipping by the moment. There's an onside kick by Van Buren. Hits a Benton player, and the Van Buren Pointers have recovered at the Benton 49-yard line. All right.
Okay.
It's time to tighten the screws now, okay? Enough of this stuff.
Well, and we set up for the onside kick. You notice we only had one deep. We had 10 men up at the front and just weren't able to secure the ball. That's one of those that you got to have your head on a swivel.
Van Buren has it first down and 10 to open the third quarter in Benton territory following the onside kick recovery. As Christian Schultz motions to the left, they give it off to Dominic Galvin. He has running room, 10 yards, giving 13 to the 35. And you can hear the momentum across the way as the Pointers come out fired up to start the second half.
Well, you know, I wasn't sure if that's one of those things where at halftime, look at this formation. You got
4 linemen split out. They throw it to Kai Henry. And Patrick Shipp, just too quick for those linemen to block, comes up and blows up the play. Henry couldn't hold on to it, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, Henry's got that Powerade towel hanging out of his pants. Looks like a horse tail. It's so long. I can't – literally, that thing's hanging down past his knees. He's liable to get tackled by that thing.
2nd down and 10 for Van Buren at the Benton 34-yard line. Van Buren moving toward the south end zone in the third quarter. So they motion Henry, going to hand it off to Galvis, and he's over the 30, down near the 29-yard line, and that'll leave Van Buren with 3rd down and a long 4.
We're going to go ahead and call that a 5. That's right in the middle of the sticks. That was a very favorable spot for Benton right there.
3rd down and 5, Van Buren at the Benton 29-yard line. Van Buren's opening drive of the second half following an onside kick recovery. They have Malachi Henry in the slot to the near side. They're motioning Sayoxamfu to the near side. Going to roll to the other side and throw, and he had a receiver wide open and threw behind Gavelis, incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 5.
Well, you got to catch that if you're Gavelis right there. He was wide open. The ball was not well thrown. It was a little bit behind him, but you got to reach back and get that, especially when it's 3rd and long and you just got an onside kick. You got to make something happen if you're Van Buren. You can't get the onside kick and then sputter. This is what the offenses have done all night, though, both of them, really.
So 4th down and 5, Van Buren. They're going to send twins to each side of the formation, one back in the backfield. Seeger takes a shotgun snap. He throws over the middle. Connor Brady with the catch, has the first down as he broke a tackle and then slid down at the 19-yard line. Van Buren's in the red zone, 1st down.
Now they're going to bring in Walker Davis now and get a little bit more size up front there as Chase Harding comes off.
So 1st down, Van Buren at the Benton 19-yard line, twins to each side. Galvin in the backfield to the right, and an offside coming up against Benton. I tell you, just
shooting ourselves in the foot here tonight, Jim.
Yeah, Ian Alvarez is going to check in and replace Hunter Goodwin, who comes to the sideline. 1st down and 5, Van Buren. And some very uncharacteristic, undisciplined play tonight out of the Panthers. They tried to get the Panthers to jump again. Walker Davis bobbed, but did not jump offside. Panthers showing blitz now. Seeger takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, throws wide open. Kai Henry, touchdown Van Buren. And Van Buren is an extra point away from tying the ball game with 9:56 to go in the third quarter.
Boy, he had all kinds of time. They just double-teamed all of our defensive linemen and wide open Kai Henry.
Robbie Umanzer on for the extra point. Connor Brady to hold. And the PAT is good. 9:56 to go in the third quarter, and it's all tied up. Benton 21, Van Buren 21. This is Benton Panther football on the Benton Football Network.
Jones Heating and Air, located at 520 Edison Avenue in Benton, specializes in residential, commercial, and new construction HVAC systems and offers 24-hour service. Jones is a proud supporter of Benton Panther Athletics, the Saline County Boys and Girls Club, and youth sports at Benton's Riverside Park. Find out more at jonesheatingandair.com or call 501-778-3324.
Well, Dio, I think everybody came into senior night feeling a little comfortable. You've got a number 1 seed. You've got a conference championship. You got a home field advantage. And maybe it's time to quit being so comfortable. 21-21 in the third quarter.
I mean, it's 0-0 ball game right now. And the momentum is not on your side. Now we're lining up for the onside kick again. I don't think Van Buren's going to do that. But they would like to keep the ball out of our offense's hands. I just don't see them doing it right now. Now they've got an opportunity. There's no blockers. Kind of get a free run at the.
Jason Henderson has it teed up in the middle of the field, and he is going to squib it on a line drive.
I don't think
Colby Howard made the catch at the 43.
I don't think he meant to kick it right there. I don't know if that was supposed to go a little bit higher, but well, he kicked it right to Colby Howard.
Good hands by Colby, a member of the hands team. 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 43-yard line. And let's see what the Benton offense does with their first drive of the second half. It'll be a Casey Johnson carry to the right. And Casey with only a yard is Dakota Lowry on the tackle for Van Buren. It'll be 2nd and 9 Panthers at their own 44.
Well, this is where we find out what the Panthers are made of. They've got to have a business-like attitude here and do what they know how to do.
Swing it out to Donovan Pearson. And Pearson runs into the back of his blockers around the Van Buren 48. It's going to leave Benton with a 3rd and 1.
Well, that's pretty much a first down.
Yeah, they are going to call it first down now.
Yeah, and they probably should. It didn't look like he went out of bounds because they signaled for the clock to keep running, so he really ended up closer to the 45 than he did the 46 or 47.
Kept the clock running as they moved the chain. I guess the officials are cold out there tonight.
Yeah.
So they pump fake the inside pass, throw Donovan Pearson through his hands at the 30-yard line as they fake that down the line pass to Andre Lane. Van Buren defense bit, and then Donovan Pearson couldn't hold on to it at the 30.
Well, you know, when it's cold, that ball gets a little bit harder and a little bit stiffer. And if you come into this game without, with a lack of focus, it's hard to get focused in a short amount of time like this.
2nd down and 10 Benton at the Van Buren 47-yard line. Game tied at 21. 8:57 to go in the third quarter. Brandon Johnson is in the backfield to the right of quarterback Strand Smith, who takes the snap and throws, intended for Donovan Pearson. It's incomplete. Dylan Barlow in coverage for Van Buren, and it's 3rd down and 10.
You look at the yards that we had in the first. I mean, we're 12 of 22, 12 of 21 passing. But yet we've had, some success on the ground. Not real sure why, after one play we go back to the air, except for that.
Tunnel screen to Cam Harris, and Cam's going to take it all the way. 10-5 touchdown. So they go underneath to their home run hitter, and Cameron Harris scores from 47 yards out.
Yeah. We're going to call that a run-in play because that's basically what that is, screen play. But that's that inside screen, not that, to the sideline little wide receiver screen. You get some offensive linemen blocking for you, and you give Cam a little bit of running room. You can't. He's almost impossible to tackle.
Yeah, watching the replay, Walker Davis, Elijah Harris, Carter Sanders, all three with great blocks. As the cannon fires, the extra point is good. 8:40 to go in the third quarter. It's now Benton 28, Van Buren 21. This is Fighting Panther Football on the Benton Football Network.
You ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. That's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
All right, the turkey race is next Saturday, November 13th. It begins at the Farmers Market at 1 p.m.
Now let's talk about this. Do I have to race a turkey, or do the turkeys race, or do we chase? What's the deal with the turkey race?
I don't know. You could call Leah Kennedy down at the mayor's office and find out all the details.
We have to carry a butterball while we run? I mean, I'm just curious. We need a little more description on that. That sounds interesting.
It's an annual event, but I've never participated, to be flat out honest with you. So Lucas Wilbur's kickoff fielded by Thurman Cooley, who bobbles it, picks it up, and he is going to be snowed under by the Panther pursuit at the 14-yard line.
Well, I don't like seeing Brandon Johnson getting up hobbling. Is that Brandon Johnson?
I believe that's Alvin Allen.
I think that is Alvin Allen. Either way, I don't like to see anybody hobbling.
No.
But I can't tell between a 3 and a 2 who that is.
Also want to remind you the Christmas tree lighting will be December 3rd at 6:30 at the Farmers Market. So a couple of big holiday events on the
I do know what that is.
Thank you.
That one's pretty easy, but the turkey race is intriguing. I'm going to have to find out about this.
Aging Mayor Farmer. First down and 10, Kai Henry on the Wildcat run. And that's a Kane Simmons tackle if I've ever seen one at the 14-yard line. A gain of 1, it'll be second down and 9. Second down and 9 for Van Buren from their own 15-yard line. They're going 2 tight end, 2 slot backs, 1 back in the backfield. Seeger is under center. Motions Kai Henry, fakes to Galvan. Now going to throw out of the backfield. Catch by Christian Schultz, and he has running room over the 30 to the 35-yard line. First down for Van Buren. Schultz slow to get up, but he picks up 20 yards and a Van Buren first down.
Yeah, that young man took a shot to the elbow, and that funny bone ain't very funny when it's a face mask hitting it.
On a cold night.
On a cold night, whoo! I can just feel it right now. It makes my got the goose pimples popping up over here just thinking about it.
Spine tingling. First down and 10. Van Buren at their own 35-yard line. Seegers under center. As Sayaksam Fu split to the left. Couple of receivers to the right. They hand it off to Gavelis, and he is going to carry for 7, give him 8 yards to the 43.
Yeah, that route they ran previously, they got the big play on. They've done that a couple times. They run 2 receivers out to the same side. Quarterback either sprints out to it or drops back into it, but they've got it's a zone buster is what it's designed to do, and you just put different receivers at different levels, and they've had it open several times tonight.
Freshman Brock Maddox checks in at nose man on this play, and that is a stop in the backfield. Hunter Goodwin said enough of this and dropped Gavelis for a loss back to the 41. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I want to tell you what, between Hunter Goodwin and Peyton McNeely, those are 2 guys that are going to both be back next year. Those are some good-looking defensive ends. They got that defensive end body.
Mm-hmm. McNeely 6'2", 225. Goodwin 6'2", 235. It's 3rd down and 4 for Van Buren. So they motion Kai Henry, going to give it on a straight dive to Dominic Galvan, and he is going to be stopped a yard short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1, Van Buren at their own 44.
Well, here's where Van Buren, playing with nothing to lose here, is going to go for this. You know that.
Chase Harding checks back in at nose man for the Panthers. Crowd on the near side urging on the PDC to get a stop. Benton leads at 28-21, and a stop here on the Van Buren side of the 50 would be huge. 4th down and 1. Motion Kai Henry to the far side. Now Seeger looks to the sideline. 2 tight ends, I formation. They're just going to go with the quarterback sneak to Seeger as the linesmen race in from each side. They place the football around the 45-yard line. Several of the Panthers are saying they stop, but it doesn't matter. The white hat says first down Van Buren. First down Pointers.
Well, there's nothing more frustrating when you're on defense than to get what you feel like is a stop, only to not even have the when it's that close, you figure they'd measure.
Drive started at the 13. Van Buren's moved it out to the 45. They give it to Dominic Galvan running left. Flag comes in as Galvan is into Benton territory to the 49-yard line, but thrown in the area of holding, Dio, and that's exactly what we've got. Holding Van Buren will back him up to the 35.
Yeah, you can't tackle the middle linebacker, and that's exactly what their tight end, Jacob, how do you say that, Gavelis?
Gavelis.
Yeah, Gavelis tackled Jake Jones right there, and that's exactly what that flag was for. Jake Jones got up and was like, hey, ref, I'm the one supposed to be doing the tackling here.
Come on now. We're getting this backwards. First down and 20 for Van Buren as the penalty moves it back to the Pointer 35. Seeger hands off to Galvan running right. Good running room. He gets back the penalty and more as he reaches the 47, a gain of 12. And it'll be 2nd and 8 Van Buren. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Benton leads at 28-21.
Well, with the success Van Buren is having on the ground right now, they're forcing our defense to concentrate some more men in the box, which is going to open up this passing game if we're not careful.
2nd down and 8. Kai Henry takes the snap. He's going to throw on the run well wide of Gavelis at the Benton 45, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Van Buren.
I'm a little bit confused by that play. Clark Seeger was out there, but they've switched positions.
Yeah, they put Seeger to wide receiver and bring the wide receiver to quarterback. So,
I mean, I understand wanting the ball in your best athlete's hands, but you kind of want to get it to him downfield.
So Van Buren's going to go trips left on this 3rd down and 8. Tight end to the right, running back to the right of Seeger. Snap clock at 1. They just get it off. Seeger throws. Catch is made underneath. He's reversing field and going to be dropped short of the first down as Sayoxamfu. Looked like if he'd immediately turned it up, Dio, he'd have had the first down.
Well, he'd at least have gotten a lot closer than he did. Running laterally like he did just ran him into a buzzsaw.
Gave ground and dumped at the 48-yard line. It'll be 4th and 3.
Well, and they take Kai Henry out. They're going to give it to the big running back. Actually, they're just going to direct snap it to him.
Gavelis is going to take the direct snap. 9 men on the line of scrimmage. H-back to the right. They're pulling the guard to the right. Gavelis just lowers his head and bulls his way to the 44 and a first down.
Can't say I fault them for that style of play. I mean, that's our jumbo package kind of.
Yep.
They just line up 9 across, which really at first we thought that was illegal. I thought you had to have a certain number of men in the backfield, but as the great athletic director Nethery told us earlier, you just have to have 7 on the line. That's it.
Van Buren had 9 on the line, just overpowered the Panthers at the point of attack for a first down. Van Buren at the Benton 44-yard line. It's clock all the way down to 2:20 in the third quarter. I formation, Seeger going to throw underneath to Malachi Henry, makes the catch, but Jaden Collinette was there to hit him immediately at the 40-yard line. Second down.
Well, talking about the turkey race.
6.
A couple years ago, I dressed up as a turkey. There's my turkey rain suit for all you live stream viewers. Man, that is the ugliest frog togs in existence. Looked like a half-cooked turkey is what I looked like.
'Tis the season. Second down and 6 for Van Buren. As Kai Henry takes a snap, he's going to go for a touchdown. A penalty flag was thrown by the referee. He's going to drop the flag at the 43, and it's a hold against Van Buren that'll wipe out a touchdown by Malachi Henry.
Boy, that's a good time for a hold for us.
Boy, the Panthers just keep shuffling guys in and out. It looks like they're trying to find some combination defensively. The defense just has not had a rhythm all night, Theo.
They need some chemistry on defense, just like we need some chemistry on offense, which we've had at times. But you notice all of our scores have been bigger plays. Casey Johnson with a big long run, Cam Harris with two pretty long runs. I mean, Casey had a short touchdown as well, but big plays have been what we've been able to do on offense. Van Buren here with a pretty methodical drive. I swear that it seems like they've had 20 plays.
Following the Cam Harris touchdown, Van Buren has held on to the football. The drive started at their own 13. This play is a Seeger pass that's batted up in the air, incomplete, and a marker comes in and a pass interference coming up against the Panthers.
Yeah, they hit him. They made contact with him before the ball got there. It was a little bit too obvious.
So the hold wiped out a touchdown, moved it onto the Van Buren side of the 50. Now a pass interference is going to give Van Buren 15 free yards and move it back into Benton territory as they place the football down at the 38-yard line.
Well, just thankful in high school that it's a spot penalty and not an automatic first down.
So the ball is at the Benton 38-yard line. It's second down and 4 for Van Buren. Benton leads at 28-21, a minute 20 to go in the third quarter. Seeger's going to go under center, has Gavelis in the backfield, and now with the snap clock ticking away, Van Buren will take a timeout. 28-21, Benton leads it. This is Fighting Panther Football on the Benton Football Network.
It's Friday, so Panther fans are thinking about our friends over at Riverside Grocery. Everyone knows about their catering that's good as grandma's, but their breakfast and lunch are becoming a Saline County tradition. Deer season's just around the corner, and Riverside's also your headquarters for feed and game processing. So whether you're gassing up or grabbing those essential tailgating supplies, Riverside Grocery has everything you need. Drop by Riverside and start your weekend right.
So Van Buren took a timeout. They're facing a second down and 4 at the Benton 38-yard line with a minute 20 to go in the third quarter. Benton leading 28-21. First Security is Arkansas-owned and Arkansas-focused with better service, better solutions, and better support with better ways to build a life, buy a home, or run a business. You can bank better with First Security. First Security Bank, they are only in Arkansas. You can learn more at fsbank.com. Second down and 4. Van Buren, they're going to give it to Kai Henry on the jet sweep to the left. He picks his way down to the 31-yard line for a Van Buren first down. 6 yards on the Kai Henry run.
How many plays have they run? Do we have any idea?
No, we don't have Tony Linehan right beside us.
Well, that would be nice to know because they're getting close to 20 plays. They've got to be. I mean, this drive started at the 13, and it's taken 9 minutes.
Seeger under center, 1st and 10, Van Buren at the Benton 31. He's going to drop back. He is going to throw, lobbing it up for Kai Henry. Double coverage by the Panthers, and it is going to be incomplete. Short drop there by Seeger.
Yeah.
Just tried to hit the home run with Kai Henry. Panther coverage that time, very good.
Yeah, not really sure why they tried to take a shot right there. There was really no reason to. I mean, I realize 1st and 10, that's maybe an opportunity to do that, but, we've had safety help over the top. It's the middle of our field that we've allowed to be open.
2nd down and 10, and it feels like they've really got the Panther front on their heels this entire drive. Seeger going to drop back, throw for Henry just wide of him as he made a diving attempt at the stick on the Van Buren sideline, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Boy, Andrew Armstrong almost had an opportunity to get a pick there, just a little over his head, but he did enough to, cause some concentration issues for Kai Henry. Now we're going to bring Cam Harris out, put him at safety. I like that move.
Yeah, you take Andrew Armstrong off, put Cam Harris at safety on 3rd down and 10, trips to the left. Seeger throws it out to the left through the hands of Malachi Henry, incomplete, and it's 4th down, Van Buren.
Yeah, and their drive's just stalling right here. They've had 2 4th down conversions so far on this drive. So they're 2 for 2 on this. They were 2 of 4 before, so now they're 4 of 6. Their 4th down conversion rate's pretty stinking good right now.
PDC needs to lock them down right here with 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and 10, Van Buren at the Panther 31. Seeger drops back. He throws high as Sayoxamfu was breaking free in the center of the field, but he overthrows him and the PDC holds.
Yep, well, and I don't know about you, but I think everybody on the defense and us had our eyes on Kai Henry over here on the north side of the field, and, well, I don't know, north side.
Hornets fighting back in at 20-17 at Conway tonight in the 7A Central Championship game. 1st down out of the stop. The give coming to the near side. Casey Johnson is over the 35 to the 36. Panthers hurry to the line of scrimmage. Quarter clock down to 5 seconds. We'll see if they get a playoff before the quarter expires.
We have to be quick if we are.
And they do not. As the horn sounds, the 3rd quarter has come to a close with Benton leading Van Buren tonight, 28-21. 1 quarter left to go tonight at the Palace on senior night. Benton leads 28-21. This is Panther football on the Benton Football Network.
Elliott Electrical is a proud supporter of Benton Panther football. For over 35 years, Elliott Electrical has been providing reliable, efficient, high-quality electric service to Saline County and Central Arkansas. From lighting design and planning to street and parking lot installation, Elliott Electrical has all the lighting services to keep your home and businesses illuminated. For a free estimate for all your electrical needs, contact Elliott Electrical today at 501-315-7539.
At Farmers Bank and Trust, we know banking isn't always top of mind. You've got other things to focus on, like getting the kids to soccer practice or mowing the lawn or grocery shopping. But our products and services are designed to fit your schedule and needs. From online and mobile banking to convenient hours and locations, Farmers Bank and Trust is easy banking for busy living. To learn more, stop by your local branch today or visit myfarmers.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Opening play of the 4th quarter is blown dead as the Panthers going to be hit with a false start. That'll back them up 5 to the 31. It'll be 2nd and 10. Benton leads at 28-21. And, boy, it sure hadn't been pretty for 3 quarters. So let's see if we can get a pretty 4th quarter.
We've not played well in the odd quarters recently. Well, 1st quarter, the other 2 games. Previous 2 games we did, but.
Swing it out to Casey Johnson, and Casey is going to carry to the 37-yard line. As Nathan Fisher makes the tackle for Van Buren. 3rd down and 4 for the Panthers. Ball on the near hash as the Panthers move toward the south end zone here in the 4th quarter. Pearson motions out of the backfield. Strand Smith sets up the screen, has it to Casey over midfield, gets a good block downfield. Thurman Cooley is going to make a shoestring tackle at the 37-yard line, but that is going to be a 1st down. Panthers in Van Buren territory, and Benton looking to go quick.
Well, the traditional inside screen has been a really successful play for us tonight.
And the Panthers looking for the end zone to Cam Harris. Goes up high. Can't hold on to it as he went up over Thurman Cooley. Almost tried to bat it to himself and couldn't come down with it.
Well, really good defense because he was real close to getting a pass interference call right there as the defender went up without looking back for the ball, but was able to make contact with the ball, and that's what saved him from getting a penalty.
Tony Linehan lets us know that last drive, 19 plays for Van Buren.
I knew it was close to 20.
2nd down and 10. Smith throws underneath, intended for Logan Owen, and Malachi Henry in coverage deflects it, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That one looked pretty close to a pass interference to me, too. He kind of arrived with his
wraparound.
Had the wraparound arm there.
4th quarter brought to you tonight by Merchants and Farmers Bank. They're not new to Saline County, just new to Benton. Check out their downtown branch. Now open, is a little overzealous that time for Van Buren defensively. Connor Brady jumps offside, and that's going to cut what Benton needs for a 1st down in half, as it'll be now 3rd and 5. Panthers at the Van Buren 32.
Yeah, I like that play right there. Catch him on a blitz, getting a little aggressive.
Back to the option. Boy, underhand toss by Strand. He almost flipped that out there like an official.
Yeah,
flips a football. Very interesting pitch.
Different for sure.
And it goes for a loss of 1. It'll be 4th and 6, Benton at the Van Buren 33.
Well, you're in no man's land, no choice but to really go for it here. Go into the end zone, you only back them up 12 yards. You may as well take your shot.
Tried to get Van Buren to jump, couldn't do it. Now the Panther offense is going to reset with trips to the left. Cam Harris, the lone receiver, to the right. Casey Johnson in the backfield. Strand Smith takes a snap, throws underneath. And that's Donovan Pearson out of the backfield. Makes the catch and is going to have the 1st down to the 25.
Well, that play, they've run that really well. Cam runs out the defender. The underneath defender is coming from the safety position. He just doesn't have time to get there against somebody like Donovan Pearson.
Donovan stays in the backfield. Strand pumps and throws for Cam Harris. Touchdown! Touchdown, Cameron Harris. 24 yards, Strand Smith to Cam Harris, and the Panthers now up 2 scores, D.O. 34-21.
That's a little more like it. Give us a little bit of breathing room there, but talk about Cam Harris, just soft hands.
Lucas Wilbur on for the extra point. Logan Owen will hold. Cole Tanner will snap. And everything is true. And the Panthers now lead at 35-21 with 9:53 to go in the 4th quarter tonight on the Benton Football Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time. Your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
Boy, after Van Buren held the football for 19 plays, and drained the third quarter clock. Benton finally gets it and goes 69 yards and 2:32 to take a 2-score lead and a little bit of breathing room finally tonight against these Pointers.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing when you've got nothing to really play for other than just, notching another win. What's good to see is that we're able to bow our backs and, when it matters down the stretch, put it in the end zone, get up by 2 scores. Now you just got to keep playing.
Thurman Cooley on the return. Good coverage by the Panthers. Going to drop him around the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 22, and that's where Van Buren will put it in play, first down. Conway now leads Bryant 23-17 in the fourth quarter. Russellville has come back to go ahead of Siloam Springs 24-21 after being down early. Trip receivers to the short side of the field. Going to throw out there Seeger to Malachi Henry. And he is going to be dropped after a gain of just 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, they've had some success earlier tonight with that same exact play, but defense doing a good job covering that up.
Clearly, Kai Henry is their go-to guy.
I mean, I see why. He would start for any team in 6A West.
Seeger pumps. He throws. Has Connor Brady open as they try to give Benton a dose of their own medicine there up the sideline with the pump fake. Connor Brady couldn't hold on to it, and it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Van Buren.
Going to bring Cam Harris back out at safety. I like that, throwing an extra secondary, kind of a nickel coverage out there. And Cam at safety, he's such a ball hawk. Any ball that floats in the air, he's going to go get it.
Greenwood up 35-0 now on Lake Hamilton. As the throw to Kai Henry makes the catch, and he's going to have a first down to the 33-yard line as Ian Alvarez will check in for the Panthers defensively. 3rd and 9, Van Buren converts it, 1st down and 10. At the 33, 8:55 and counting to go in the game tonight. Benton leads at 35-21. Seeger hands off to Gavelis. Gavelis carries to the 37, a gain of 4.
Here, I thought I was going to get to go to bed early tonight. Nope.
It's one of those Fridays everybody's guilty of counting their chickens before they hatch a little bit.
I think so.
2nd down and 6 for Van Buren at the 37. Seeger takes a snap, throws hit as he throws, but he's got Malachi Henry who couldn't hold on to it. Pervarius Perkins in coverage, and again, one of those over-the-shoulder throws that kind of drifts.
Yep.
Henry couldn't hold on to it.
Really hard ball to catch. I mean, that's hard to catch for a pro receiver when it crosses shoulders because you just lose it. You lose sight of it for that split second, and it's all hand-eye coordination, but when you can't see the ball anymore, it's hard to get your hands in the right spot and time that.
And a roughing the quarterback called against the Panthers. We'll move it into Benton territory, 15 yards marked off against Benton. 1st down, Van Buren at the Panther 48.
I don't know, that looked like a pretty legal and timely hit to me.
Clark Seeger throws to who else?
Kai Henry with 742 receptions tonight.
11-yard gain down to the Benton 37-yard line. And maybe no time to exhale as Van Buren's on the march again. Seeger going to run this time over the 30, 25-yard line. 20, dives forward down to the Benton 18. That's 19 yards for the sophomore Clark Seeger on the scramble.
Well, and I don't know who that was that blitzed from the linebacker position, but he came up hard and fast and got caught by a running back, and then the quarterback just decided to exit stage forward.
He got north.
Took off. He got north real quick.
First down and 10, Van Buren at the Benton 18. Pointers in the red zone with 7:10 to go. Benton leading 35-21. Seeger, shotgun snap, going to be flushed. Going to throw now on the run, wide of Connor Brady in the end zone. Jack Woolbright in coverage for the Panthers.
This sophomore quarterback may be growing up a little bit tonight against this defense. That was actually a really headsy play. Stepped up into the pocket, eluded the sack, and then, made a good throw where either his guy was going to catch it or it was going out of bounds.
Second down and 10. Pointers at the Panther 18. They give it off to Dominic Galvin. Galvin picks up 2 yards to the 16. You talk about Seeger, Bryce Perkins, their sophomore quarterback that started the year 60 of 97, 1,115 yards, 12 touchdowns.
Wow.
Went out with a broken collarbone, gone for the year, but he'll be back next year. And Seeger getting valuable time here to close the season. So Van Buren going to be loaded at quarterback. Third down and 8, Pointers at the Panther 16. Seeger, straight drop, pressured by Bo Wright, throws, and Kai Henry couldn't make a diving catch at the 2-yard line. Patrick Shipp in coverage for the Panthers, and that's going to leave Van Buren with 4th and 8.
Well, clearly going to go for it here on 4th and 8 because they really don't have a choice. Kai Henry's just got to be exhausted. He couldn't get back to that ball because his legs just gave out from under him.
Cameron Harris will check in, replace Andrew Armstrong on the Benton defense. 4th down and 8, Van Buren at the Benton 16-yard line. Seeger takes a snap, throws, catch by Connor Brady at the 10-yard line, and he is going to be short of the first down. Panthers tried to rip the football away. Brady made the catch, but a yard short, and the Panther offense will take over.
That right there is football fundamentals. If you're the receiver, you got to get to the sticks. You can't stop 2 yards in front of the sticks. The idea is if you catch it, you got the first down. That was just poor route running.
Let's run 27 trap and run 6 minutes off this clock and get out of here. So Panthers take over at their own 10-yard line, leading 35-21. Going to hand it off to Casey Johnson. Johnson's going to carry Owen Lee for 4 yards.
I'll take 27 trap or that play. I don't mind if they don't want to run 27 trap. I still would like to see that again.
Second down and 6. Casey Johnson coming near side. Has a lane, tried to cut back.
He gets to going so fast, Jim. He's like, his eyes know he wants to go left right there, but his feet are too far to the right. He can't get him to coordinate.
Kind of hopped on the skates at the 30-yard line.
Whoop, whoop.
Marked at the 34, going to give it to Brandon Johnson this time. Same play, and Brandon carries out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain, but it stops the clock. I want to see that clock run.
I'm with you. No reason to give these guys a chance to get back in it. Just march it right down.
Womack motions to the left. Strand Smith going to throw to a wide open Donovan Pearson up the center of the field. He cuts out to the left, and he is going to score. Touchdown Donovan Pearson, and the Panthers go up 41-21.
That's more like it, Jim. Oh, it just took us 4 quarters to get there. I think we finally woke up. You know, usually it's the Lake Hamilton game. The kids are out of school, and that's one of those things where it's like, are we going to show up? Well, we showed up last week at Lake Hamilton, but this week.
Little Lake Hamilton hangover tonight as Lucas Wilbur's extra point is good. And it's not just Lake Hamilton. I mean, you think about the young men, what they've been through the last 2 weeks. 2 down-to-the-wire fourth-quarter wins against the 2 teams that played for the state championship last year.
Yeah. By winning by 1 point and less than 10 yards difference on offense.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
As the ROTC gets their push-ups in. Tell you, there's been a lot of muscles built this season with the way the Panthers have scored points. All the push-ups the ROTC has done in that north end zone.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for you, Jim, but when I get home, I do my push-ups, you know. So I've got 42 when I get home tonight. I've got to do at least.
Yeah, but they do every time they score. So, you know, it's 7, then 14, then 21.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I do the same thing. I'm just going to go home. So it's like 127 push-ups. I'll do it with my left hand, and then I'll switch to my right. It's not that big of a deal.
Matt Johnson does the same thing.
I bet he does. Hey, but I will be at the turkey race wearing my turkey suit from the West Memphis game, 2018.
All right, you heard it, Mayor. Dio's in the turkey run next Saturday.
Now, if I show up and it's just real turkeys running against each other, I'm going to be real disappointed. I feel like that's kind of like it's one of those things where, you know, you go to the rodeo and the mutton busting or whatever, little kids chase the sheep around, or the greased pig. I remember chasing a greased pig when I was a little kid.
Grant County Fair?
Yeah. Yep. I think I was 9 years old. I remember that. 2nd or 3rd grade. I did not catch that greased pig. I got my hands on it, but he's greased literally. I wonder if they use bacon grease. That's just wrong.
5:04 to go in the ball game. Seeger's going to drop back and throw, and it is going to be incomplete. Patrick Shipp in coverage as he tried to get it to Toby Sayoxamfu.
I'm going to tell you right now, Van Buren's got some last names on this team. I still can't get over Shibish. It starts with a PR.
PRZ.
Yes.
Second down and 10. Seeger going to throw. Oh, nice catch by Malachi Henry along the Van Buren sideline. They say he was out of bounds. He made a nice catch as he went over the head of the Benton defender to pull that one in, but I believe they're going to say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like he was out of bounds. He did make a great catch, although he did push off, and he did step directly out of bounds. Kid's a heck of a receiver.
Mm-hmm. And just a junior.
Oh, wow.
3rd down and 10. Seeger drops back and throws high.
Bo, that's your second chance for an interception. I got you on pick to click. All right, that's it. We're going to work on your hands this week, Bo. I need some picks for my pick to click. The mustache got in his way again.
Elias Payne going in to return the punt for the Panthers. Kane Simmons is back there as well as Chasen Henderson.
You know,
Stand
Elias.
back at the 6 to.
You know, Elias as a ninth grader sitting back there thinking, please kick it my way. Please kick it my way.
Henderson puts his foot into it. It's going to be well short. And roll out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 4:37 to go. Panthers lead at 42-21. And Klein Hooten is going to lead the Panther offense out there. All right, Dio, it's time to start looking at numbers. Cole Tanner will be your Benton Panthers center.
See if I can pick out some numbers for you.
Got Tanner Holden.
Logan Owen is in at receiver. Elias is still in at the A-back position over there. Slot back.
Obi Howard as well. Eli Contorno's the H-back. Here's Elias Payne, the freshman, on the jet sweep. He's got a seam over the 30-yard line, down inside the 25. And Elias's first carry as a varsity Panther goes for 25 yards.
Pretty impressive, young Elias.
Jake Burks checks in for the Panthers at receiver. First down, Panthers at the 23. Brandon Johnson is going to carry for a gain of a yard down to the 22. Klein Hooten is your Benton quarterback. Brandon Johnson set to his left. Brandon gets the carry. And the pursuit of Van Buren is going to stop him after a gain of just a yard. Caden Long in there on the Benton offensive line. Tanner Holden on the left side. Connor Morgan and Anthony Tapia on the right side of the Panther offensive line. Jake Burks, Colby Howard, Elias Payne are the receivers. Eli Contorno, the H-back. And Eli's going to lead Brandon Johnson down to the 18-yard line on a third down carry. It's going to be fourth down for the Panthers as Matthew Bailey checks in at receiver. Clock under 3 minutes and counting. Benton leads at 42-21. Fourth down and 4 for the Panthers.
Well, and Coach Harris having his offense kind of drink some clock here.
Give to Brandon Johnson, and he's going to run out of bounds shy of the first down. So Van Buren is held, and the Pointers will take over at the 15-yard line. So defense going to jog back out there on the field. Brock Maddox, another freshman, going to get some playing time. Jake Herbner going to check in as well. Benton leads at 42-21. It's safe to say this is the ugliest 21-point win we've witnessed in a long time.
Literally the ugliest. I mean, I wouldn't have minded if the final score was that, but I figured we'd have scored 42 by halftime.
And now we're going to get a timeout, get all the personnel in. Asa Upton, a senior, is going to check in. Bobby Wynn, Brad Harris going to get all of their seniors some playing time here.
Yep, got some seniors out there with some freshmen. That's a good thing to see.
Caleb Childers, a senior, going to check in. Wynn Kavanaugh as well. Luke Larson. Also getting Ethan Fryer in. So MM Productions, our crew on Friday nights has been UCA's crew on Saturdays, and they are going to be producing the UCA broadcast on ESPN tomorrow, as they have done multiple times already this season.
I've watched a couple of their broadcasts, and it's really pretty neat to see, the quality of the broadcast we have on Friday nights is the same level of quality that, these colleges are getting. I would have loved to have had an opportunity like that when I was in high school to, I don't know. That's just a pretty neat deal that the Touchdown Club and the Benton Football Network is able to do this and promote these kids like that. It's a pretty big deal.
Clock under 2 minutes, 42-21. Panthers leading it. So, Dio, the Panthers are going to earn the outright championship. They're not going to share it. They're going to stand alone atop the 6A West. And so you can order now your Benton Panther 2021 6A West Championship T-shirt online. You can go to the Benton Touchdown Club Facebook or Twitter and order your 2021 champion T-shirt.
Pretty awesome looking T-shirt. Hats off to, I don't know if that was Chad Brown or
Chad Brown.
Helped design that, but it's kind of neat seeing all those names crossed out. Got a little scary there for a minute. Having Van Buren's name crossed out on that for tonight, but
that's why we didn't show it till now.
I know, but it's a good-looking shirt right there.
So the Panthers are going to go 7-0 in the 6A West and hang a banner, and it's a banner they have to share with no one. Sole possession, outright 6A West champions.
Well, even if we would have lost tonight with the Greenwood win, we would have still – because Greenwood lost too, so we would have still had it.
Oh, yeah.
It just wouldn't have been as cool of a T-shirt to not have every name crossed out. But I didn't think about that. We would have had – it wouldn't have been outright if Lake Hamilton would have beat Greenwood. Because would it have
correct. Been? No, you're correct.
Because that's only for playoff seeding that matters. It's pure record for the conference championship, correct?
Yes. If Lake Hamilton had beaten Greenwood and Benton had lost to Van Buren, they would have shared.
Yeah.
But Benton would have been the 1 seed.
Right.
So we do know how the playoff bracket is going to shape up now with tonight's outcomes, and the Panthers are going to have to take a knee right here with 20 seconds remaining. Victory formation. And Klein Hooten is going to take the knee as Benton gets all the guys out there on the field. Snap and a knee, and that's going to do it. Benton wins the season finale tonight, 42-21 over Van Buren. Panthers close out a 9-win regular season. Dropped the Salt Bowl in the opener, Dio, and have run the table since.
Pretty big year. And, I don't think, this year there were a lot of questions with the size of our offensive line. We weren't really sure. It's one of the smaller offensive lines we've had, but such talent at the skill positions, and the offensive line, for what they lack in size, have stepped up with heart. So they've done a really good job as a unit.
So we want to remind you the link for the conference championship T-shirts is live. You can go to Benton Touchdown Club on Facebook to order your 6A West Conference champion Benton Panther T-shirt. We're going to step aside and take a break and come back with the Panther post-game show tonight, brought to you by CTS Industrial Services. Benton wins over Van Buren 42-21. This is the Benton Football Network.
So how in the fourth quarter of a football game, when the game's on the line, it actually gets kind of stressful, and that's not how a home loan process should be. When you're a week away from closing, which is the fourth quarter, you shouldn't have stress, and that's what at Cornerstone we want to take away. We want that to be a stress-free experience for you. We want it to be that blowout victory.
Text DIO to 36260 to get started on the home mortgage process today.
CTS Services is a Benton-owned company that specializes in industrial cleaning, waste disposal, and COVID-19 disinfection. CTS is a strong, secure company looking to add team members interested in a good career. CDL and non-CDL positions are available with competitive wages, IRA with a 3% company match, and health and life insurance benefits. For job, information, or cleaning services, give CTS a call at 501-778-4535.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting you to come see us at Everett Buick GMC and discover the Everett difference. But what is that difference? It's outstanding customer service, the largest Buick GMC inventory in Arkansas, a state-of-the-art facility, and an outstanding team of professionals who put your needs first. From sales to service to financing, the difference shows in everything we do every day. Come see us at Everett Buick GMC, I-30 at the Alcoa exit.
Family and community go hand in hand. That's why ACDI proudly calls downtown Benton our home and why we are excited to be a part of this community. Hi, I'm Josh Lane, the team captain at ACDI. My teammates understand the importance of serving in the community, and at ACDI, we'll always make that a priority. We are proud sponsors of the Benton Panther football team and thankful to share our family with this great hometown. Go Panthers!
Welcome back to the Jim Landers broadcast booth at Everett Field in Benton, Arkansas, where tonight the Benton Panthers have defeated the Van Buren Pointers 42-21.
In admittedly the ugliest three-score victory we've ever seen.
No argument from me.
I guarantee you, Coach Harris, he's happy to that's one of those, he's happy to get out of here with a W, but he is not, he's probably happy to get that out of the way before the bye week. I think now he may have this team's attention. Like, hey, you guys have an opportunity here. You can run the table. You've already run the table in the toughest side of the 6A, conference, because the West is clearly a tougher conference than the East. You've got an opportunity here to get a ring, but you've got to play like you played the last few weeks. You can't have another tonight.
Well, the Panthers, after back-to-back weeks of having to grind for everything they had to get wins over Greenwood and Lake Hamilton, kind of limped to the finish line tonight a little bit. Not a pretty outcome.
They kicked back in their lazy boys this week.
Yeah. But, look, they're teenage boys.
And they did it. They won. They won. They did it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it was ugly. A win's a win's a win. So, yes.
And you look at two other teams. Now, Greenwood, who has secured the number 2 seed, they are dead sprint into the end of the season as they defeat Lake Hamilton 35-0. Well, you're talking about a team that really cratered this week after what the Panthers did to them last week. Greenwood and Lake Hamilton on polar opposite ends. We got Coach Harris. Okay. Field.
Okay.
All right. So they're trying to get Coach Harris. All right, Coach Harris, we got you?
Yeah, I got you, Jim.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations on what Dio and I termed one of the ugliest wins in Benton football history.
I would agree with that, Jim. Okay, not proud of it, but I am very proud that we won a football game tonight. We were worried about this coming into the week. We've had 2 really emotional games the last 2 weeks, and sometimes it's hard to get up for that next one, and we've had that in the past, but we had a really tough time tonight getting going offensively, defensively. I thought they did a great job of competing tonight in Van Buren. We haven't seen them do that as much the last couple of weeks, but they did a great job tonight. And our guys, we didn't play well defensively, and then offensively made some mistakes. And, like you said, it's ugly, but it's a win, and we wrap up the regular season 9-1. We're real proud of our effort there, though.
Yeah, and maybe we've gotten spoiled that we can call a 42-point game ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, it does go down as a 3-touchdown win in the end.
Well, and that's what we said. It's the ugliest 3-score win we've seen. But Coach, I'm just curious. I want to know how was that halftime? How was the locker room like in halftime? How'd that conversation go?
Well, Dio, honestly, I did all the yelling after the first series or two, to try to motivate and get going. At halftime, it's all in their court, man. I mean, it's about them wanting to step up and play, and it's just a man-to-man talk basically. It ain't yelling and screaming and all that, but at some point you got to learn to man up, and you got to learn to play football when you're not playing your best, and we didn't. We wasn't playing our best tonight, and my fault for not getting us ready. Maybe we tried to back off of practice a lot this week because we're beat up. This off week's going to do us a lot of good health-wise, man. I tell you what, we got a lot of guys that are sore over the last 2 weeks and have taken a pounding on defense, and I think you saw that tonight. So we had some guys that were still sore today, and have been physically mauled the last 2 weeks, but we've hung on for wins. And tonight we just at halftime we're like, hey guys, we got to man up right here, and I know you're hurting. I know it ain't our best game, but we've got to go out and play. All right, we've got to flip the switch on and go. And we did that a little bit in the second half, but still not the energy and the intensity that we like to see out of our guys. But like I said, we win by 42-21. I'll take that win every week for the next 3 weeks, baby.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Coach, let's talk about the positive side. For the second time in 3 years, you go undefeated in conference play, and you're going to get to hang a banner that you don't share with any other team, outright conference champions.
Correct, and that's what I'm so proud about with this team right now, Jim. There's a lot of people that didn't think that we was going to do much this year, and heck, including me this summer. We're going through 7-on-7s and team camps and having a tough time staying healthy this summer, and we didn't have an identity, and we finally started gelling after that Salt Bowl week, and very proud of the guys. This is the first week since week one we haven't scored on opening possession offensively, and we've been off to fast starts, and you could tell we wasn't here mentally, we wasn't clicking well, but you know what? The guys found a way to win, and we're the outright 6A West Conference champs, a 1 seed, and we're going to be right here for the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And somebody's going to have to come in here and beat us. Even though we're not playing well, we'll play well in front of a great crowd every Friday night.
Well, Coach, you guys, the team gets a little bit of a pass. I think this was a game, even the crowd was down when this game started. It's one of those, after the last 2 weeks, like you said, it's an emotional win. Coach Penn, we don't usually ask you to do this, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but in a game like this, it usually takes a couple of players on the team that step up. Is there anybody you want to pinpoint or you want to mention that, kind of stepped up in a leadership role tonight and helped, help turn things around?
Yeah, when I say this, you're going to agree with me, I know, but Cameron Harris, man, I mean, you go to him, and we always joke in the weight room and things like that about him being our alpha, I went and talked to him. I said, hey, we got to get right, my man. All right, we got to get some guys going, and he's going on the sideline and he's talking to guys, and you saw how he played. He didn't start out real well tonight either, but he picked it up and had a Cam night for us, I don't know what his final numbers are, but heck, he had a night,
Yeah.
He proved he's the best player in our conference, Cam, defensively, real proud of Bo Wright, man. Bo sticks it in there every Friday night for us, and a lot of people overlook him, But, man, I'm real proud of what he did tonight. He's a guy that he's one of our emotional leaders. Everybody talks about Kane every week, but Bo's right there with him, man. So, I'd say those two guys tonight were probably the guys that were instrumental in pushing. And Bo's a quiet guy, but he's doing it in his own way. He's talking to guys, and he's trying to show all the effort on the field and everything. But, Strand Smith's another kid, man, on the field. He's like, Coach, we got it. We're going to get it going. So, but real proud of all of our seniors. I said this at the pep rally earlier today. Hey, this is the first senior class that we've had since I've been here that's won 2 conference championships, And so I'm real proud of their effort. It's not the biggest class we've got, small in numbers, but, man, they play hard for us. And you saw that tonight. When they wasn't at their best, they played hard for us at the end there.
Coach Cam, 6 catches, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Right. Well, I knew he was probably pushing that 150 mark or, 120 plus and everything. But, Cam had another, like I said, Cam night. We're going to have him play like that every week. And, you saw him matched up with, probably the next best player in the conference and number one. And he did a heck of a job getting off press and separating from him, making a big touchdown catch in the south end zone down here. So, he's our go-to guy, and we're going to go as he goes probably the rest of the year. We've struggled running the football at times this year, but Casey had a big night tonight, I thought. Running the football, had the big long run, but he stuck it in there. Real proud of what he's doing for us as a senior.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Sir.
Congratulations, Coach.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. So, Dio, it's a happy Brad Harris, 7-0 conference champions.
Can't beat it. I mean, that's what it doesn't matter how you get there. It doesn't matter what it looks like at the end of the day. We'd have taken a 42-21 victory over the last two teams we played.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly or not, it's all about expectations. We expected to come in and mercy rule Van Buren, and they put up a fight. Hats off to them. So, like Coach Harris said, this is that's 2 conference championships in 3 years. And I remember when these guys were in 7th grade, Cam Harris and Casey Johnson and Andre Lane and Kane Simmons. I recognize when you have a group with that kind of talent at the skill position, we joked about, making up T-shirts that said "Prepare for Rain," REIGN,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really kind of the goal of the PDFL is to prepare a program like we see out of what Greenwood has done over the last 10 years of that program. I think we're starting to see with Coach Harris, being so involved and instrumental in helping that program succeed, in developing these kids as they come up. This is the result of it, and hopefully we start seeing conference championship after conference championship. We want people to forget about Greenwood and talk about Benton football.
And 2 weeks from tonight, Brad Harris will go for his 50th win as the Benton Panther head coach. Win number 49 tonight. Finishes off the season in a bye next Friday, and then host a quarterfinal playoff game against the winner of Marion Russellville 2 weeks from tonight.
Yep. I'm excited about it. Get a week off. It's going to be good, like Coach Harris said. When you finish your season with a Lake Hamilton Greenwood, and you needed a game. This was you needed a game off. They had to fight tonight, but. Oh, wow. Bryant just took the lead against Conway, 30-29.
Yeah, Matt's got it on the live stream on our monitors up here. 30-29. Hornets leaned it with in the fourth quarter. It appears as if the Hornets are going to go for 2. So,
well, for those folks watching, Bryant looks like they're going for 2 here, and they're going to get it.
All right, so we've still got a broadcast to finish.
We do, but we're mesmerized by that comeback.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Anyway.
Bryant fought down from, 20-3 in the first half.
Yeah.
To come back and go up 32-29 over Conway. All right, Dio, players of the game.
Cam Harris, offense. I mean, I'm not going to argue with Coach. Can't say enough about him. And we could go with Bo Wright. He did have he had a big night. Defense is the hard one for me tonight to give a player of the game to. I don't,
I have a hard time going against Coach Harris.
That's
if he said Cam and Bo, let's go Cam and Bo.
We'll go Cam and Bo. I don't mind that a bit. Bo had a big night. He played good. I want to mention Andrew Armstrong. He stepped up because of the shift in some players. He had to come in and play and, made some big tackles there for loss and, had a good night. So hats off to Andrew Armstrong. I'm going to give him an honorable mention there. He was the only other name I really thought of aside from Bo Wright.
Yeah, I like that. Andrew's come up really big. I mean, I thought he did a great job at the Spurs spot at Lake Hamilton last week. So, and certainly we appreciate his dad, Dr. Brian Armstrong, and all the support that Brian Eyecare has provided for Benton Panther football. Brian Eyecare located at 2900 Horizon Drive, Suite 15 in Bryant. So our Pasta J's Panther Offensive Player of the Game is Cameron Harris. And our Pasta Jays Panther Defensive Player of the Game tonight is Bo Wright. Both of those young men will be featured at Panther Live at Pasta Jays on Tuesday night at 6:30. Come out and join us there behind Sonic on Green Street. A great night of food and football fellowship at Pasta Jays every Tuesday night. Matt, if y'all get those final stats that Dio can crunch for us as we bring tonight's Cornerstone Home Lending broadcast to a close. Dio?
Well, first half we had 300 yards and finished the day over 500. So second half, not as impressive yardage-wise, but scoring was able to do a good job and really limited Van Buren there. They ended with 200 yards in the first half, only 150 in the second. But look at that, 21 first downs for Van Buren, only 19 for Benton. Third down conversions, 5 of 16 for Van Buren, so not very good there, but they were 50% on their fourth down conversions. More fourth down attempts tonight from both teams than we've seen all year. Benton 50%, 3 of 6, and then only 3 of 9 on third down conversions. So both teams doing a really poor job on third down conversions, actually a better percentage on their fourth down conversions. So penalties pretty even, 8 for 82 yards against Benton, which isn't necessarily out of the ordinary, but it just seemed like we were shooting ourselves in the foot when we didn't need to,
Some individual numbers for the Panthers. Casey Johnson, 13 carries for 133 yards tonight. 10 yards a carry.
Pretty good average.
Great average. Strand Smith was 19 of 32 passing for 375 yards. Donovan Pearson actually led Panther receivers in catches with 8, 164 yards. Cam Harris with 6 catches, 166. Casey, 3 catches for 38. Andre Lane, just 1 catch tonight for 6 yards. And, of course, defensively, Jaden Collinette had that interception. Cam Harris, 3 receiving touchdowns. Donovan Pearson had the big 59-yard receiving touchdown at the end. Casey Johnson, 2 rushing touchdowns. So Strand Smith, 4 passing touchdowns. That gives him 29 on the season to just 2 interceptions.
That's pretty stinking good ratio right there. That's a high quarterback rating for sure.
Championship rating for Strand Smith. So the Panthers win it tonight over Van Buren, 42-21. Dio, your final words.
Hey, win's a win. Congratulations to the outright conference champions, conference champs. Get rested up, get your minds right. Forget about this game because it's over. You don't have to go back in the past. Get ready for the playoffs, and you're starting 0-0.
As we look at the playoff bracket before we go tonight, Searcy will be at Parkview next Friday. Mountain Home will be at Sylvan Hills. Russellville will be at Marion. And West Memphis will be at Lake Hamilton, who has to play again next week. No bye for the Wolves. The byes go to Jonesboro and Greenwood on the top half of the bracket, Benton and El Dorado on the bottom half of the bracket. So the Panthers will be at home 2 weeks from tonight and will play the winner of the Marion-Russellville game right here at Everett Field. So that's what's on the horizon. No game next Friday for the Panthers. They've got a week to rest up and heal and get ready for a state championship run. Bryant has held off Conway tonight, 32-29. So 2 conference champions right here in Saline County, the Hornets and the Panthers.
Pretty impressive.
Yep. All right, Panther Live will be at Pasta Jays on Tuesday at 6:30. We'd love to have you join us to recap this game, to review the season and preview the upcoming playoffs with Brad Harris, Cameron Harris, and Bo Wright and others. Our next broadcast of Benton Panther football will be 2 weeks from tonight when the Panthers host the winner of the Russellville-Marion game. In the quarterfinal round of the 6A state playoffs, we'll have the Everett Buick GMC Panther pregame show at 6:30 with kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. Want to remind you again, you can get your conference champion t-shirt right now. You can go to the Benton Touchdown Club Facebook page and order yours online. Great job tonight. Great job all season by our crew.
Yes.
Best crew in Arkansas high school football, Dio. Producer Mason Woolbright, the voice of Everett Field. Director Matt Johnson. On replay, Tamara Brown. Doing graphics tonight, Morgan and Evan Garrett. Audio, Mike Helmbeck. And our camera crew tonight was Caleb Bingston, Dallas Hall, and Marcus Robinson. A big thank you to Justin Acree and the good folks at The Buzz for their partnership in making 106.7 The Buzz 2, the radio home of Benton football. And a big salute to the hardest working AD in all of Arkansas, Scott Nethery, for his hospitality and his help every week, and for feeding us well.
Does feed us well. Great play. I don't like traveling because this is the best place to do a broadcast.
Yep.
By far.
Appreciate
Thanks, Coach Nethery.
Yeah, AD Nethery. So on behalf of Dio Vanucci and the number one fan of the Benton Fighting Panthers, Freddie Reinhardt, I'm Jim Gardner. Thank you again for joining us tonight for Benton Panther football. Again, tonight's final score, the Benton Panthers 42, the Van Buren Pointers 21. Until we greet you 2 weeks from tonight for the quarterfinal round of the 6A state playoffs right here at home in the Palace. Good night, God bless, and go Benton.